Hi, everybody, and welcome finally back to our weekly Shadowrun 5e game, Run the Flood. I am your Cosmic GM, Sophonomicon. I'm ecstatic to be back and to be joined by my wonderful friends. If I can get. Scuff already started. Perfect. Fixed it. Now you can see beautiful. Alright, so I am joined by Mojave, played by Daybreakathon, Morningstar, played by Virus Rave, Cloudburst, played by Lord Rodon, Anxiety, or Liam, played by Slippery Nosferatu, and Jason, played by our beautiful resident thirst trap, Noscavian. So it has been a while, so let me give a bit of a breakdown when we left off. So, when we last left off, our party had brought Midori and the Lynx, running under the fighting name of Bangers and Mash, them entering under the club name The Breakfast Club, into the Las Vegas BattleBots. After a couple bouts that they witnessed, they then proceeded to get into the ring with the current favorite, Graveyard Shift, and absolutely wiped the floor with them. They are now still in the running. The lead has been kicked out, and the whole place is losing it. Also, when we last left off, Mojave had gone on a walk, which had led him to the Golden Wing Casino, where he then proceeded to ask for Oscar Falcone. But we will see that in a moment. We join the majority of our party in the pit at the BattleBots arena. So, Midori and the Lynx need some minor repairs, so Jason, if you just want to start this off while I finish things with just a, hardware check. So, roll for hardware. With
Sure.
my everything will work.
I've got that skill here somewhere.
To get us to the bottery. For simple repairs, honestly, perfectly fine. There wasn't too much major damage to Midori and the Lynx. Mostly the Lynx itself. Midori, I don't think he really was... Midori didn't really come out until the very end. So, yeah, you were able to repair most of the damage. I'll say maybe there's a little bit of weakness on one side of the Lynx, because I think that is where it was hit. But other than that, in your opinion, Lynx running perfectly. As everyone gets ready, they clear the arena, start cleaning everything. Mosh Pit, the people who, or not, Graveyard Shift, who had Mosh Pit, drag Mosh Pit's unfunctioning body out of the ring onto their cart, and though they don't have to, four of them immediately grab the cart and begin to leave the locale. One of them staying back to speak to some management. Over the loudspeaker, you hear a very excited MC scream about the upset that has occurred, and then proceeds to call forward the Princes and Unstable Mime Gang. Why did I name them this? What is wrong with me? With Capulet and Axeman. They will proceed to their positions. So, as it stands now with all of you there, is there anything any of you would like to do? I will say you're definitely getting some dirty looks from Graveyard Shift.
I think Morningstar is in the vibe of the whole place, and so when she sees the dirty look, she just starts flipping people off. You know, she's like, if she's feeling we got a big win, so she's feeling herself. So yeah, just starts flipping everybody off.
I think Jay wants to go over and congratulate them on a good battle and like shake their hands.
Are you going to head over to the man currently speaking to the like management, or are you gonna go try to follow one of the 4 dudes who are carrying the destroyed body of their robot out?
Oh man.
Cloudy would go over. Hold on. Cloudy would go over, to help levitate the bot as much as he can to help them lift it out.
Oh, alright. So you go over and you just sort of assist with how much weight so the cart isn't that heavy to pull.
Mm-hmm.
Roll
Well, if
levitate for me while Jason...
well, Cloudy's helping them, then I'll go to the other group, and I won't like interrupt him speaking. I'll wait until the convo kind of dies off, but I'll be walking in that direction towards the guy talking to the manager.
So you're just going to continue on. I'll say that once I get that levitate, I can do that. But he kind of finishes his conversation fairly quickly. He looks a little bit dejected. You don't know what was said because it was so before you even got there. But clearly, whatever the manager said has this man like arms crossed, kind of looking at the ground. He's just sort of like staring down as you finally approach him. You get close enough, he looks up. Well, looks up and then looks down as he is taller than you.
Jay will look up and be like, hey man, that was a great battle. That flamethrower you guys have is so nasty.
Thanks, man. We worked really hard on it. Is that a thunderstruck on that thing?
Yeah, man, isn't it badass?
I mean, kind of, yeah. That was like a modified Lynx, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What was the little dude in top of it? I've never seen a drone like that.
Oh no, that's just like a little modified cleaning bot. I mean, it's kind of custom built. I just thought it would be so cool, like obviously I was jacked in and stuff, but how cool is it to have like a little bot piloting a little bot? And I just start laughing. Or like a little bot piloting a big bot, and I just start laughing.
He kind of looks at you, and it's kind of infectious. Like, he doesn't want to laugh because he's absolutely slightly very disappointed, but even he's kind of like, he starts to giggle at you. He's like, all right, it is pretty funny, actually. It was pretty cool. It sucked, but it was pretty cool. Well, it sucked for us, I should say. It was cool for you and everything.
I mean, you had me worried that I was not, like, I had stuff set up. I was fast. I was jacked in, like, but I wasn't expecting the fire. Like, that caught me off guard, and it's like I did not have any plating for fire or anything like that.
Oh yeah, no, fire was Vince's idea. He got it from his band's like pyrotechnics they sometimes use, and we realized like if you modify it, and he goes on this long detailed thing about how you change what's basically a modified firework cannon into a full-fledged flamethrower, and he's just spouting off tech stuff along with you. So if you want, you can have a full tech conversation with this man. He can keep up with you.
Sure. Yeah, I'll have a tech convo with him, and then I just want to like congratulate him again for a good clean fight, and I'll give him my number if we ever want to talk tech stuff, exchange ideas or whatever.
Yeah, he gives you his number as well. You find out his name is Terrence, and he reveals that he is one of the roadies for the band that's playing tonight.
Oh, okay.
And the band playing tonight was Elvanescence.
Nice.
So yes, he is one of the roadies. In fact, all of the men on the graveyard shift are actually roadies. Or at least currently. Okay. They all have had other jobs, but that's sort of what they were here for tonight, which is another reason they were so expeditious to get the robot out, is that just means they can get back to their, backstage jobs. And Cloudy, the 4 men who walked off with the robot are very thankful for your help. They shake your hand too. The main one who talks to you actually is Vincent, you actually find out his name, and he sort of talks to you, mostly because at one point, even with levitation, a piece falls off, and it's the flamethrower, and he just looks at it like he's holding, like he's holding it like a child. It's so he's so sad that it's broken.
Oh, he wasn't the one with the little guinea pig on his shoulder, was he?
He was the one with the guinea pig on his shoulder.
And is just looking down at this flamethrower all dejectedly, like super upset.
Yeah, he's very sad. He puts it back on the cart though. You help them out, and throughout this whole thing, they put it in their big truck, close it up, and you can actually see from a whole different way. There's 2 trucks. They're massive, and specifically, this is those shorter, and the other one is a tour bus. Both of them have Elvanescence written across the side, and spiky emo font.
Huh. I'll go ahead and ask him, what's it like being on the band bus?
Oh, it's not bad actually. It's, I don't know, late nights, but kind of fun. I guess it's nice to get into places like this, nightclubs and stuff. You get into a lot of cool places as backstage. Get to hear a lot of music because you're with the band.
So what's the coolest show you've kind of snuck your way into?
Ooh. All right, actually, the coolest show is actually the one we're about to go to. We're about to go set up at the Mute Club Musa. And that's the most badass place in town, right? And they have this big giant battle of the bands. Not competition, it's more like an expose. For some reason, they don't like to do the competitions there. But either way, it's everyone's there. So many fucking Vegas bands coming outside of town. It's actually gonna be so cool. And the best part is they got their own staff there. So all we gotta do is drive up, help get stuff in, and then we can actually just go straight up enjoy the festival there.
I've met the owner of the place, and that
really?
sounds entirely on brand. Papa Musa is not someone you gotta shake a stick at because he'll happily take it off your hands.
Yeah, I've only ever gotten to kind of see him, but he always looks so cool, man. And hey, you ever heard? I've heard something. Now this is undefined. I've heard that Papa Musa might actually be that pirate DJ who's been taking over some of the airwaves. But you didn't hear that from me.
Go ahead, like coy grin of his own, just being I may or may not confirm such a little thought, such a little rumor. That's a pretty good guess.
Morningstar is in the corner watching this and wondering if Cloudy is flirting. Is this what flirting looks like?
What is this? What's
this?
happening?
Not
What is going
exactly
on?
flirting, more just getting buddy.
Yeah, no, she doesn't
yeah.
know, but she's genuinely is that what flirting looks like? I don't know. I don't know what that is, but it seems pleasant.
The moment any kind of coy smile is kind of flirting.
Flirting? Is this what that is? That's what that is, right? I know these facial expressions.
Yes. She's because she has been to the club with Cloudy before, so she knows what he looks like when he's trying to do his thing. And it's a similar thing. Obviously, there's a different vibe, but it's a similar thing. So she's is he flirting? Is he flirting with the enemy?
She's just in the background, taking notes furiously, what is this?
Yes, just mentally, taking snapshots of him and analyzing the muscles in his face to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Are they enemies anymore? We beat them
Right.
already. It's not they're coming back.
She's trying to figure it out, trying to understand the social dynamics.
Also, absolutely, after you kind of do that, I won't confirm nor deny that kind of thing. Vincent straight up turns around, smacks another man on the back, and he just goes, "Yo, Sandy, you owe me $20, man. You owe me 20 fucking bucks." And Sandy's like, "What do you mean $20, man?"
So turns out there's quite the cool thing, like hand around shoulder, quite the cool few things you can look around when you can see like magic stuff, and might have been able to confirm a little thing, but you didn't hear it from me. And like talk about some other stuff, just the kind of stuff you see in magical side of Vegas, specifically Papa Muse's place, the place they're planning on going to.
Oh yeah, and they're you have this conversation with them. Can you? Decide what I want to make the roll. Why am I built like this? It's not negotiation. Well, no, I think it's con.
Just being a general smooth talker.
Yeah.
I'll give it. Okay,
I mean, you can
any
do
bonuses?
con, or you can do negotiate.
They're the same role.
The same roll, I figured. Let's say like, give yourself like +1 dice.
All right. +1. A 5.
Oh yeah, you come walking in. As for anyone who's seen, you come walking in with the 4 dudes. You're like, you got your arm around Vincent. You're having a chat with him, and they're all kind of getting into it. So collectively, you'll find out the leader's name is Terry. Then there's Vincent, Sandy, Mick, and Jagger. And
One
Mick
more
and
time for me. I'm sorry, I'm writing it down.
Oh, it's
One
fine.
more time.
Terry, Vincent,
Mhm.
Sandy, Mick,
Yeah.
and Jagger.
Got it. Love that so much. Incredible.
But specifically, he clarifies that it is Jagger at one point, because he's like, yeah, people try to call me Jaeger because there's only one G, but it is Jagger.
Interesting. Okay.
He also clarifies that Mick and Jagger are brothers. And when that is stated, Mick does look and goes, yeah, our parents thought it was funny.
What, are y'all twins? Like what?
They are not
Morning.
twins. There is at least 4-year difference between the two.
All right.
Morningstar does not get the reference, so she's like
And Jagger is older.
incredible.
Okay.
Beautiful.
All right.
Yeah. So
Alright.
you come walking up with like, they go over to their seats because they got to go backstage. But they shake your hands.
And but Vince, before you go,
Yeah, man, what's up?
one other thing that I did happen to see. It kind of pulls him away a little bit, like your recently departed friend was wishing you luck.
You see his eyes get really watery, and he looks over at you like big old eyes. He's just like, Mr. Peebles?
Oh, guinea pig friendo, yeah.
Man, thank you, man. I've been missing Mr. Peebles, man. I had him since I was like in college. And he's like almost in full tears at this. It's like he's so happy.
He was here in spirit rooting you on, bud.
Now he's sobbing on his way to go set up music shit. Amazing.
So he, forget for the pause. So he, he walks off with his friends, and you see that out of his pocket as he's walking away. He pulls out his keys, and on part of his keys is what looks like the smallest little collar with a little bell on it. Like, we're talking tiny. And he like kind of like he holds it in his hands for a minute, happy, and then he puts it back in his pocket and he goes backstage, and his friends like are looking at him like, why are you crying? And Jason, Terry and you have that long conversation up until like the 4 dudes come back, and then, you know, Terry says, hey man, I gotta get backstage. But bro, anytime we want to talk like tech and stuff, man, it's awesome.
Bet that sounds cool. I'm gonna have to check out this. You said you're working with Elven Essence.
Yeah.
They sound.
They're
I'll
gonna
check
come
them
out during the second round, man.
Oh, nice. I'll keep my eyes and ears open.
Also, the current see if anyone gets this one. The current band up right now, that's sort of like the opening act for Elven Essence, is named Healthy Puppies.
It's probably going over my head.
Softy, why are you like this?
So anyway, moving.
These names are ridiculous.
Look, it's coming out of my brain, man. It's going speed. So, after they all walk off backstage, you all can go anywhere you want in here. Otherwise, we will skip to the beginning of the last bout of round 1.
Morningstar is none the wiser to anything bad happening. So she's just moving on to the next bout.
There's nothing bad happening. What do you mean?
I don't even
bad
want to
happening.
hear you right now. Like you.
There's absolutely nothing bad happening.
I think Liam's got like a hot dog and some lemon drink and is just like staring up at the bracket, super out of his element, just a sexy cowboy lost in translation. He's full tourist mode. He does not belong here in any capacity. He's just like watching his bet. He's like, God, I hope those numbers are good. I mean, we're winning, right?
If you will allow me to have customized his cowboy hat to have the soda drinker things on the side, so he can have.
I will allow basically, like, instead of the full cap, it's just a ring with the soda things on the side. So it's just set on top of the cowboy hat, and it's just got the 2 sodas in there, and you can just drink them.
Yeah, I like came over with it and like, let me help you, and put it on his head so that he can. The double
Perfect.
drink.
Thumbs up with a mouthful of hot dog. Just lets you do it. Takes a picture of it with his phone. He can send this to people.
I think she's like barely holding in giggles. You know what I mean? Like, she's close enough to him that he can see her face, and like the muscles in her cheeks are kind of twitching as she's like trying not to fully laugh in this man's face because he looks a little goofy right now. But yeah, she helps him into his gear so he looks a little more touristy. Yeah, and then go and do the bout.
So, well, my brain. So, Capulet and Axeman are now set into the arena. Unstable Mind Gang and the Princes. Unstable Mind Gang are completely in. I believe I've described them before, but to clarify, to remind you, there are 3 of them. They are all in clown face paint, although maybe a little more monochromatic. Busted ass, oversized t-shirts, and Jinko jeans. And then on the other side are some rather clean-looking gentlemen. I believe No, I do not think that the princes were. Nope, you did because you looked up everybody here. The captain of the princes, to remind everyone, is a member of the Varentess family. He does appear to be the pilot.
Was he at the party that Liam entertained at?
Checking my notes. Only maybe Liam would know. Liam, I need you to roll me a memory test.
Okay.
And this is even if you're like looking to recognize him.
He does. You don't have to. I was just curious if he was
Yeah,
there.
no, you don't. You don't have to.
Passing glance, it's a 1.
The one he doesn't stand out to you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Then
I'm
again,
in Rio
none of
anyway,
those-
I wouldn't worry
yeah.
about it.
None of those dudes really stood out to you. You were doing your job.
Unremarkable, I suppose.
Yeah, they all just kind of. Oh look, Mafia Goon 1, Mafia Goon 2, Mafia
I'm
Goon
like-
3.
Liam's way too busy sending a picture of his dumb fucking hat to Ra. Like, look at this shit. This is great. You're not gonna fucking believe this.
Amazing.
Rob responds with like a bunch of laughing emojis, and then a picture of female Raw at a what appears to be a wrestling event, UFC specifically.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Spider shit. Word. So it's unstable. It's the unstables because that's what we're gonna call them.
Yeah, it's Unstable
against-
Mime Gang and then Princes.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
No, and the bots are much simpler if it's easier for that. It's just Capulet and Axeman.
Did we put a bet on this one? I don't know. I don't remember if we did.
There are last minute bets allowed. In that span of time, when I was allowing anyone to do what they wanted before the bout, you can do last minute bets if you want. I'll say that. Yes.
I just didn't know if we had any, because I know that the
Uh,
last session we had like put money on people
Yeah.
and stuff. I just didn't know if we'd already.
The only
Makes
bets
sense.
that were stated specifically were on Bangers and Match, were on Midori for the
Okay,
win.
word.
And those were for the win bets.
To which I have been praising Midori for his excellent work and like you're you make such a good team with Jay. Like I'm proud of you, all of that stuff. I can't wait to see you win the whole thing. So Rissa is bad at math, right? So I'm gonna need your help. But I would like to do a bet and see what happens.
Yeah, sure. So right now, they have closed complete win because some people have now been kicked out.
Yeah.
Right now, the only thing open are bout specific. So currently, this bout, it looks like it is more favored for Axeman to win. Just just in general, not as favored as Capulet to win. So you'd say like if you bet for Axeman, it's 1-25. If you bet for Capulet though, it's 1-50. So they're getting pushed.
Yeah. Did we ever figure out what like Capulet's thing is? Because I'm pretty sure you told us what everybody's like sort of
Yes. So
if not weapon, but their special thing is, right? So-
yeah, I've said appearance. Clearly, there are some things that people are hiding. So Capulet appears like a very basic bot. Now that it's kind of been brought out into the arena, it's been completely revealed. All the lights are on it. You can see that it has this raised metal all over it in a rose detail. And it seems to be some form of either flipping bot or like maybe a stabbing bot. It does have
Okay.
a sharp point at the front that has
Okay.
now come out, but you're not certain if it's meant to flip things or it's meant to stab into or push. So
okay.
its use isn't as easy to see.
Okay. Yeah, I think I probably go to the crew and I'm like, I would like to make bets, but I don't know what will be a good one. Can you help me? No, none of you are going to help me. Amazing. Okay. Well, uh, I guess I will. Why not? As my first bet, let's go with the underdog, the princess.
You wanna go with the
See what
princess?
happens.
Do you know how
Yeah.
much you would like to put on this belt? There
The,
is a
like,
max.
bare minimum. You know what I
Of a
mean?
minimum?
Like the minimum amount. Just because
Minimum
she's
bet.
never bet before.
Minimum
Yeah.
bet is $10, and you'll get 500 if it wins.
Fantastic. So I will put $10 in just to see what happens. She's never done this before, so yeah, she'll put $10 in on the princess.
Yeah, it's how much money did I put on? I put 20K on a board, right?
Yes.
Yes, you did.
I got 2K left.
Are you gonna put 2K on this bout?
I mean, probably. I'm gonna win the jackpot for sure. So it's
Do you want for the princes, or do you want unstable mime gang?
What did you bet on?
I bet on the princes. They are
Ah.
the underdog, kind of like us.
Oh, okay. Well, out of the 2,000 on the princess.
Cool.
Your bet is taken into account. Let me do these numbers for math later.
That money's gone, but maybe not. Maybe not. We were underdog as well.
Mm-hmm. It is very possible that you will get that and more money back, especially once we win the whole thing, right? So-
Oh yeah, I'm not even worried about it. That's why I'm like, when Jason's done,
Mhm.
pizza party on me.
All right, we'll see.
Oh,
All right. So,
All right. I'll bet
yes.
1K too.
Oh, you're gonna bet.
There, my boy.
Are you also? Are you
One
also?
princess.
Are you? Yeah, princes. Okay.
that's so funny. I asked for help and y'all were like silent as the grave. Now everybody's putting money in.
1,000 on the princess.
God damn it! All right, that's another princes.
Wow, wow.
Oh, this is gonna get really funny. All right.
They better win.
No, they're not going
Everybody's-
to.
All right. So.
Everybody's fucking money is in here, goddammit.
So
Yes.
for audience participation, more or less, I'm going to pick someone. I will not tell you what bot is which, but two of you are going to roll for me, and then we're going to see who
Oh
wins.
shit.
You will
Okay.
not know who you are. So, as this bout begins, Axeman is this almost perfect box, but has this massive literal axe bolted into a slashing arm. It's the best way to describe him. And the minute the buzzer goes off to start the battle, the entire front of Axeman falls forward into a wedge. And inside of this giant box is a set of rotary teeth. So it is starting to heat up like a damn buzzsaw. Capulet also changes as the buzzer goes off. You see the top of Capulet opens up, and what appears to be a weapon not dissimilar to the Thunderstruck pops up on top of this medium bot. And by the way, these are medium bots. These are big motherfucking bots. And they go. And I would like... Fuck it. Anxiety. Roll 66 for me. And Rodon. Roll 66 for me.
1-0.
Oh, am I supposed to roll?
No, it was
Oh,
Rodon.
Okay.
That's 66? Oh, it doesn't have the total. That's why. Okay. Damn. Holy shit. All right. Woof. All right. So, as the two bots approach each other, Capulet attempts to basically wheel around the front teeth of Axeman and tries to start aiming its weapon, and apparently unaware of some specific features of Axeman. Turns out Axeman is not using a regular pivot. The bottom of it turns, and then the axe slashes down sideways and knocks the gun off to the side, doing a little bit of damage, but not too much. The two bots then separate and quickly spin around each other to face each other again. Now let's do the other two. Jason and Morningstar, both of you roll me 66.
KKK.
Okay.
What does it
two
mean?
And two? 2 and 2?
What does it
Or-
mean?
Unless
So-
there have.
As these two bots come together,
Mm.
they end up hitting head on. Axeman's
Oh,
teeth dig into the front of Capulet's Capulet, but that small bladed item on the front goes right in between the teeth. You
Ouch.
hear gears grinding, you hear metal, you see sparks, and then you hear a snap as that front blade gets snapped off by the metal jaws. Now, they manage to back up, pull apart. You can see that the blade on the front is completely gone on Capulet. It has been torn to shreds. But you can see that the teeth on Axeman are starting to... They're not spinning very well. There's a couple of them that are just catching, and you can start to hear the whining of it's not spinning right. Something went wrong. Now let's do Jason and Rodon. Not Cloudy. I'm reading the freaking names, and my brain's saying every.
The bot for the princess is getting mulched.
Yes, part of its sword got mulched.
Liam is fully like leaning over the barrier, like, "Hey, you suck!
4 versus 0.
If you don't turn this around, I
God.
swear to God, that'll become your stepfather."
It says, is that right? It says you rolled 0d6.
No. He
Hold
rolled.
on.
Oh, no, yes.
I did roll 0d6. That would explain.
Did
the
roll
problem.
36.
Okay. 4 versus 2.
4 versus 2. Now, for all shits and giggles,
I'm because
Anxiety, can you please roll con?
what is the
I have influence group. Can I roll influence group? Is that what that is?
Yes, you can roll influence group.
Gosh.
that's
Wow.
crazy.
All right. Fuck it. Yep. Yeah, I'll do this way. Jason, roll me one more d6.
Just 1d6?
Just one more. Yes. 3, 2. So, as they separate, finally Capulet. So Axeman comes rushing forward. Capulet backs up, and you watch the gun level at Axeman.
Oh, shit.
And Anxiety, you do their shouting, and one of the guys like looks at you like a little bit angry, but then he kind of like pats the pilot on the back, and you kind of watch Capulet's bot turn slightly to the slight angle, and then it fires, and strikes directly at the base of Axeman's axe.
Hey!
And it appears to break the ball bearings. The axe is now only able to slice forward.
Hey!
And
Liam looks very very smug right now. Like
very
man,
smug.
That's,
Yeah.
that's the
think-
that was the right pep talk. What's your mother's name? You know.
I think Morningstar's like clapping because she's like, yay, winning, but also she like then looks at him like incredulous, like she cannot believe he just said that. Like because she knows the princes are another gang. She's like, shit. It's a little bit of panic when he's like, what's your mother's name? Honestly, I think she's tempted to shove him, but she doesn't because
Tell her I said hi.
oh my god.
Hey, once I started, they started winning. I'm not going to stop now. I got too large on this.
So
She can't blame him. He's got money in it. She can't blame him. But goddamn, brother.
all right. So, oh my god, I'm dying. So after the firing goes off, and you will see, Jason, you'll recognize this. This Thunderstruck has been modified so that it fires a projectile. A projectile that is the equivalent of a battery. It does not actually get electric until it strikes. And then it attaches. That battery is still stuck on the axe. But after the
that's
gunshot
interesting.
goes off, Axeman comes rushing forward, and even with his axe a bit damaged, slams down into the top of Capulet, nicking, almost cutting a little too close to that gun, but slicing right through some of the top armor. Now, as they are currently locked, as the axe is not retreated, we will do Anxiety and Morningstar.
Come on, get
Yes.
out of there, Capulet! Get out of there!
The same amount? The 66?
The 66, please.
Okay.
Three versus four.
Ooh. So,
You're invited to the wedding.
roll influence group.
Oh, shit. One.
I don't know if this is having the effect you think it's having. Anxiety.
I mean,
Anxiety.
I'm having a great time.
Anxiety. Can you please roll me one more d6?
Hey.
Hey. So,
Oh, I'm
as-
scared.
as the axe retreats, Capulet rushes forward, getting part of its bumper caught in the front grinding teeth of Axeman. But it does not slow down. It does not stop. Instead, it pushes so that the two bots become angled, and then keeps going until it forces its way on top of Axeman. It continues to drive, slides over the other side. The two bots are now completely on their backs. But there is a minor amount of damage to the front of Capulet, but then Capulet's gun goes off again. And another battery charge gets slammed into the teeth. And now we are in sudden death.
Oh, God.
Because when bots are on their backs, if a bot cannot right itself, it is disqualified.
Okay,
Now.
okay.
For all the marbles, every single one of the people in the BattleBots arena, please roll me a d6. You will not know
A
what teams you're
single
on. A
D6.
single d6. You're now working together for each bot.
This is.
I'll treat her like a queen. It's a foreshadowing going on down there. Kicking around on its back.
All right.
Even if they win, they might try to kill Anxiety. Like,
Yeah, this is the same gang that tried to have him shot.
yeah, I don't know if this is scary.
Anxiety.
Shit.
You can roll influence again.
Oh God.
Don't glitch, don't glitch,
Come
don't
on, get a
glitch.
Don't
six.
glitch.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. 1. One every time. I don't know what to tell you.
It's a 6 now. It's a
Oh, there were
6.
2 ones. Oh, it was oddly close to being a glitch.
So now here's the fun part. Pick one of the other 3 to re-roll.
Oh my God.
Scales!
Oh no. Okay.
The only one that got a 6? 2.
Both bots remain on their backs.
Yeah!
A buzzer goes off, but due to the fact that both bots failed to right themselves within the time limit, they are both allowed to compete in a second round through. The referees enter the arena after a simple shutdown. Both bots are rolled back over. They are backed up to their corners, but damage is not allowed to be repaired or touched.
Oof.
Now, for all the marbles, would Jason and Morningstar each roll me 3d6?
Okay.
And now, can Anxiety and Rodon each roll me 3d6?
Ooh.
Hits, baby.
Are those good hits or bad hits?
As the
Oh,
two bots,
Liam's having a blast. He doesn't give a shit. He's getting
That's the-
shot after this. Who cares?
as the two bots come racing toward each other, Capulet's wheel gets caught on a torn piece of metal. It stops, skids to the side, and falls gun first into Axeman's teeth.
Does it fire?
The gun fires, catches, and blows itself up. Axeman's axe comes down, snaps part of something, probably a back axle on Capulet, raises the axe, reverses its teeth, and backs away after surviving the electric fire. The buzzer goes off. Capulet is dismantled, unable to move. And Axeman is declared the winner.
I look at Liam with the eyes of a person who knows
That's all right, son.
things are numbered.
That's all right, son. Don't worry about it. She'll understand. I'll talk to her for you.
Feels bad having to drop that money by 1,000, but it's okay. It's
Fucking goober.
So, Morningstar, you are out. I believe it was $10.
$10, yeah.
Anxiety, you're down 2,000. Jason, you're down 1,000, and Cloudy, you are down 1,000, as all of your bets are failures.
I'm just gonna turn to scales. I'm gonna turn to scales. And be like, I'm gonna need that guy's mom's phone number. I know you can get that
Serious?
shit. I know you can get that shit.
You're asking me to get
Yeah.
this man's
I'm gonna treat her
mother's
like
phone
a.
number.
I'm gonna treat her like a goddess. All right, don't worry about it.
You
Said I would.
want me to get you her number.
You know you can. Barely an inconvenience. Hey, she deserves it, you know.
What if he doesn't even have a mother anymore? Like, what if she's dead? Then what do we do? There
Get a
is
shovel.
Let's find
they're
out.
crazy. There is
Stop. Do not get put ideas into these people's head. Don't do it. Don't you fucking do it.
there is a part of her that is like annoyed with him, and is like, you motherfucker. And wants to instead just give the gangster's number and see what fucking happens. But she's like, I don't want him dead, and they'll definitely kill him. So I'll
At the end of the
find
day,
out
someone's
the
getting blown
number.
away.
Stop it right now, Softanamagon.
I am a motherfucker. You're gonna find out.
I will find out the number. I don't know if I will give him the number, but I will find it out. Okay.
Well, as
She
you
does. She like her arm. She like grabs onto him as she like fucking does her little Matrix thing to balance herself.
You know what? Roll
Yes.
computer.
KKK. I almost hit compiling. That is not the correct one. ESA 3. My heart's not in it. My heart's not in it, for sure.
Well,
Unless you want to give it to me. It is a 3. I don't know.
oh well, I mean, it's gonna be real easy because he's requesting information on a member of
True.
one of the most famous gangs in Vegas.
Mm.
And he's not that big of a member. Neither is his mother.
Mhm.
Oh, but she is. In fact, you find her rap sheet. She's in prison. She is currently in prison, on public record, for money laundering, possession, and 6 counts of assault with a deadly weapon.
So I think like in character, Morningstar starts laughing. Like it's like from the gut laughter. And the little ping goes off on your cell phone and you get the phone number.
For the
And
jail?
I'm- For the jail. For the jail.
Yeah.
I'll just
I'm-
start
I'm-
one of those pen pal affairs.
So I'm
Right,
gonna
I
look
mean,
up.
there's
Is that
conjugal
prison
visits.
local? And do they do
This is
conjugal
crazy.
visits?
This man's crazy, you know what I mean? But yeah, so she gives the number, but she is laughing because she was like, what is the
Yeah. Is it local and do they do conjugal visits? That's my big question.
crazy this man about to sneak into prison to fuck around
It
with
is-
some gangster's mom.
It is the Paradise Correctional Facility. And you're not sure. That is not on the website specifically. So you're not sure if they allow conjugal visits.
All right, I'm gonna call.
She says nothing.
Gonna call the
I'm gonna
fucking.
call.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna call.
As you proceed to attempt to call the business line of a jail.
Yep.
I would like to look at the gangsters and see if they have any intention of literally knocking Liam's head off his shoulders.
I'm hard eye contact with the guy the whole time and trying to get contact with his mom. Like immensely.
What? I want to die so bad. I don't understand. Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye out
Well,
for them.
they
You
are
were yelling at me for diving into a wood chipper.
This shit is crazy.
They
I don't
are.
know.
they are currently devastated.
This is
By their loss.
retribution for what you did to me. I can't be the best, but I can sure as hell be the worst.
All right.
Live your life.
We are going to slip away from the BattleBots arena. And
About
we
that
are
wood
going to
chipper.
find ourselves in the lobby of the Goldfinch Hotel and Casino. Mojave, we're picking up with you right after you have requested the meeting from the receptionist. She looked shocked, nervous, and you absolutely watched her press something underneath the reception desk.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You have about a minute before something happens. Is there anything you'd like to do in that minute, or simply sit there?
No, I'm just chilling. Calm, confident, open body language. I got nothing to hide. I'm just here to talk.
The elevator dings open, and two suited gentlemen, one with a seemingly very trained large dog, heeled against his hip. They both approach you, and you recognize one of them. You didn't know him that well, but it triggers it in your mind. You don't know his name, but you've seen him before. You know that they're gang affiliated.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
They walk up, approach you, and that man stares down at you. He's not the man with the dog. And he steps up, looking down at you. Who the fuck are you?
Ollie Falcone.
They both kind of aghast at this. Dog's losing it. The dog's absolutely is pissed. Get them, stop that. They both look aghast at the situation. They look at you. Ollie Falcone is fucking dead.
He got better.
You got about 2 seconds until I beat the shit out of you.
Then what's Oscar gonna say?
You little. And then, as he's about to say something to you, you hear a walkie-talkie go off. And he pulls it out of the back of his, off his belt. He's not breaking eye contact with you. He's watching every single thing you do.
Oh yeah, that eye contact is unbroken. The mild, crooked smile, unwavering. We are projecting calm confidence.
He pulls the walkie-talkie up. Yeah, go for Marshall. And it's muffled, kind of messed up on the inside, walkie-talkie noises. Yeah, boss wants to see him. We gotta take him to the back. Marshall looks down, actually breaks eye contact with you, looks at the walkie-talkie, kind of incredulously.
The crooked smile just gets that ever so slight shade smug.
Boss, he clicks the walkie-talkie. Boss say anything about him having to be in one piece? Boss says don't fuck him up too much. Gotta ask him questions. Fuck. Alright. Get up.
No
And
complaint? No hesitation?
he puts his hand out to you, kind of puts it on your chest as you get up. The other man pulls the dog around. The dog basically does a sniff around you, sniffs pockets. Doesn't seem to change in behavior, just walks back over to the man. The marshal pats you down very quickly. Are any of your weapons or items on you?
Nope. It's just open arms, empty pockets. I left my bag at home. I left my weapons at home. Scales even has my hat. I got nothing on me but literally the clothes on my back.
Once you're checked over, Marshall grabs your arm. Another man comes from kind of around a corner and takes position on the other side of you. Both then like grab your arms. They're not picking you up or dragging you, but they're making it so you need to keep pace with them or they will be dragging you.
Mm-hmm.
And then the man with the dog proceeds behind you. And those three walk you down a hallway to, instead of like a guest elevator that's all nice and pretty, they walk you to a like service elevator. The big ones that are meant to accommodate like carts and food carts, things like that. So they bring you back to that. They go in, man pulls out a key, pops it in, and hits like the second to the lowest floor. Called like B5. You see 6 floors that are labeled B. One of them is B5. He hits B5. And it is a dead silent ride down. No one is talking. No one is even moving. It doesn't even sound like anyone's breathing. It is so quiet. It's almost
The subtle shift of cloth as Mojave just, casually stretching a little bit.
Oh yeah, just that subtle thing. It is almost deafening when the ding goes off, the doors open, the men proceed to walk you down the hallway, and you pass by in a small hall, like 4 doors. The last door on like the right is open, and they pull you right inside, and you see a room. It's not finished. It's not painted. It's just concrete, lights set into the concrete, and like a single vent. In the dead center of the room is a metal chair. Part of it clearly has been rusted, but in almost, let's say, a spattering of rust.
Uh-huh.
The concrete floor is not entirely gray anymore. There are very suspicious brown stains, some of them very, very big.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. The kind of stains that bode well. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. They sit you down in the chair. The other man that had come, not Marshall, but the other man, he walks over, and you see him pull something out of his pocket. It's like a small silver cross. He holds it up, speaks very quietly under his breath, and you are now strapped all the way down by like chains, like ethereal chains, and they're just holding you down to the chair.
Definitely, I will say at the very least, the jacket casually draped over the back of the chair before I even sat down, like just complete, like, yeah, no, we're fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Oh, Jay, what? Oh, okay, yeah, cool. We're here.
Yeah, I'll allow that. So your shirt is there, right? So Nahavi doesn't tend to just be in his shirt. Is there anything like visible?
I'd say at this point, not if he's chained down. No, he tends to wear, at least at this point, I imagine him wearing like the button-up long sleeve shirt.
Oh yeah. So you're just in that button-up long sleeve shirt. You're pulled down. The man with the dog's losing it. Dog's pissed to be down here. Doesn't like being down here. The man with the dog has to drag the dog out. They sit on the outside of the door.
If you'll give me a second, I will go and do one.
Gotta go revoke window privileges.
Oh no, he heard me. He came back.
Oh my.
He heard the chair and he was like, "Ooh, mom's coming. Let me chill out."
He knows. I'll make sure, Day. Did you actually have to? Yeah.
Yeah, no. I started to get up, and then he was like, "Oh, no! I'll stop freaking out."
I'm sorry. He has
Apologies
to
for that.
He's got to get back in position. He's playing the dog in the scene. So as the gentleman with the dog goes to stand outside the door, Marshall remains in there. The secondary man also stands out, closes the door. So you're stuck in the room with just you, the glowing chains, and Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
And Marshall stands against the door. All right. Who the fuck are you really?
Like I said, Oliver Falcone.
No, that's not an answer. I saw what happened to Ollie. He's dead. He's very fucking dead.
Do I remember this man?
Yes. And when you heard his name, when he said his name, he was there when you got shot. He was in that firing line. He wasn't a lead. He was in the back. But he was there. You've spoken to him before back then.
Yeah, I think there's just sort of like that eye contact. The grin grows just that a little bit wider. Yeah, you were there, weren't you? I saw your face in that elevator.
Don't. He kind of goes up. He grabs like the front of your shirt. Don't fuck with me like that, all right? I don't fucking play those fucking games.
What was it he said? You weren't supposed to shoot him yet.
He pauses. Like, it's almost like he's trying to parse through what you've said. And then it's like this clarity dawns on him. He lets go and backs up. He's almost he looks like he's seen a ghost.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
No, fuck. Mickey, get your ass in here right now. The man who had like kind of, chained you up comes in. Whoa. What the fuck does he actually look like? He's something's up. You tell me. Is that magic? Is that fucking magic? Mickey, like, immediately, like, he kind of looks at you, he checks you. You are a fucking astral beacon. You are a goddamn shining beacon of light in the astral plane. And you don't need a sensing. This man's a mage, clearly. He already did a magic spell on you.
Gee, really?
All right. So, but the only reason I'm saying that is him and the man with the dog are both mages. So he looks you over, like, really carefully. He looks to Marshall. He ain't got any, like, there's no illusion on him. If he's changed, it's physical. Marshall just kind of like grabs Mickey's arm, tosses him towards the door, like he's pissed. He's losing a little bit. He's almost shaking. He does not like the concept that you have placed before him. All right.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there calmly.
All right. Fuck it. How about this? You want to prove to me that you're fucking Ollie and you're not fucking with me right now? And he reaches forward and he grabs the collar of your shirt. He pulls and just tears it forward. Pops like 2 buttons off of it. And he looks at the scar around your neck. And the fact that it goes all the way around. When he grabbed you, it was like for a moment, he thought he had confidence. And the minute he saw that scar, it deflated.
Yeah, I'd say at this time, in this place, my eyes might be a different color now, but they are just as cold as he remembers.
He looks into your eyes and he starts shaking. He just kind of stands up. He backs out of like just range of you. He's trying to parse through every single thing. He's like, it's on his face. He's not my man who hides it. He is an open fucking book right now. He ends up backing up towards like the door. And
I think there would be a moment if there's just, that moment of silence as he's processing.
yes.
Don't got any armor. I came alone. I don't got a weapon. I'm just here to talk.
He's hearing it, but it's almost like it's like you handed someone a Rubik's Cube and told them it was a sphere. It's like this utter disbelief. It's almost in. I would hope not to reuse a word that I've used before of incredulous, but that's not a bad description of my man's face right now. It's a mix of fear and just confusion, and that's not how that works. But okay. This is a ghost. He has accepted that you're a ghost. You are a ghost, a demon, a spirit, something that has come back to haunt him for his past sins.
Yeah, something like that.
Like, my man's hits the back wall, turns away from you, does the fucking, like, crosses himself.
It's just sort of the slightest sigh, and the eyes kind of go to the ceiling for a moment, and just like, yep, we're here.
And at that point, you hear the elevator ding. And you start to hear echoing down the hallway the very, I'd say, quick yet confident steps of a lone person, just one person. It comes to the door while the door's shut, and you hear outside of it, boss. And then Marshall turns, grabs the door handle, and opens it. And it's hard to see because of the light difference of this room versus the hallway, but it's easy to recognize. Your body types were always so similar. You're not twins, but you're twins. You're fraternal.
I mean, we are twins. We're definitely
You are twins. You're twins, but you're not fraternal. Or you are fraternal twins. You're not identical twins. But like, it's not looking at you, but it is kind of looking at you. Oscar is standing before you. And he steps into the room.
Hey, Oz. Long time no see.
His face is unmoving. He just has this cold, angry expression on his face. And then we're gonna back it up and head back to the battle bots. As I awaited that look from my players.
I expected nothing less.
Of course.
I fucking hate it here, dude.
I love you. I love you so much.
Jesus. So while Liam tries to get a conjugal visit with
Yes.
Gangster's mom, I was looking at the gangsters themselves, at the princes. Do I see any, any aggressive movements from them?
I mean, they look pissed.
Mm-hmm.
One of the dudes, like that, the one dude you know is Varentess,
Yeah.
kind of, he's like stuck between utter devastation And it looks like he wants to turn to Liam. He wants to get mad.
Yeah.
But he also is kind of stuck there because it seems like whenever you lose, you do have to, talk to the refs and the managers to,
see.
do stuff. So he's stuck doing paperwork while he's fucking pissed.
Cool.
Also, all the other dudes with him, they're just looking at their poor bot. They're just sad.
Yeah, their bot got fucking destroyed. I'm looking now. I mean, seeing that he's kind of like caught up in the moment, I am looking at the unstable mind gang and their bot in particular. How long do you think it would? Because it is a eventual. We would have to go against them. Yes.
Yes, they are now up on. In fact, they are your opponent.
Shit.
Like
Cool.
that is your next battle is versus them.
Oh, they're
how-
fucked.
Yeah. So, fucking fingers crossed. How long do you think it will take for them to be like fully operational again? Because they did take quite a bit of damage.
Oh no, yeah, they've pulled their bot out to like their little pit crew. The break between the brackets has started. They are moving ungodly fast. They are very, very good at what they do. They look like dumbasses a little bit walking around that way, but oh no, they are very smart. It's
Yeah.
already fixed.
Cool. Midori, I imagine, has been like with us as we like watch our various bouts and stuff. And it's sort of it's not telepathy, but like in the way that we're both connected to the Matrix, I do speak to him, and say, "How are you feeling? Are you confident?"
I'm sorry, forgive me. For the first time, my audio messed up. What did you say?
I said, it's not a problem. I said to Midori in our little like Matrix speak, that how is he feeling after witnessing that bout? Is he feeling confident?
He kind of pauses, looks at you. I don't know if I can actually do this. I've been practicing it. Nope, I can't do it without coughing. Hold on.
Okay.
No, I can do it.
Okay.
I am good.
Oh my god, that scared me. Okay.
I can do it without
I-
coughing. I just need water.
Hey, that's wonderful. Gave me a jump scare though. I wasn't prepared for that.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So when I hear that, I think Morningstar will smile and give him a little kiss on his robot forehead, and I will say to him that you make me proud. Whether you win or lose, you make me proud. You are an incredible person, Midori.
Mother, I will endeavor to always make you proud.
My God! She just smiles really big and gets him ready for his next fight. My
He's
heart.
just oh yeah, he just he's like, best way to put it is like he sits down on what is, I guess, his butt. He is an orb. Like both
Yeah.
his back legs are up, his front legs are over. He's popped his own panel open and is like making sure all of his wires are set in place correctly so like he doesn't mess up. And then once he's satisfied, he goes about the process of like looking at the links and like double checking everything.
Mhm. Oh, I'm so proud of him. Okay, yeah, I guess that's really what Morningstar is going to be doing in the meantime. It feels too metagamey to say that she checks for like where the fuck is I almost called him Oliver. Where the fuck is Mojave?
It has been a while since you've seen me. I do tend to cause problems. It's not unreasonable.
I just don't want to be metagamey, but like her, he's her best friend, so there is a passing like, where is he? She knows he's like been sleeping in and out of the spiritual realm. So
Sure. Do you want to just try to look around for the bird?
yeah. Do I see the bird anywhere?
Roll me perception.
Okay. Perception. Okay. It's a 4. It's not bad. It's not a bad roll.
No, that's not bad at all. You do what, in your opinion, is a very good scan of all the rafters, all the room, and you don't see any animals. Like any birds. There's nothing. This is a big warehouse. Like you're even kind of like used to, like, oh, maybe I'll see a sparrow or something. There's nothing in here.
So she knows that he slips in and out of like real space, or meat space rather, to spirit space. So I'm assuming Cloudy is close. But I imagine Anxiety's still on the phone. So she will ask for Cloudy. Cloudy, I have not seen Mojave. Do you see him? With your ability to see past the meat space. You're muted.
There we go. All right, go ahead and just be like, you're right. I haven't seen him in a bit. Look around with my magic eyeballs, find a weird, freaky crow.
Well, you can roll a sensing, but you don't have to roll very high, as Mojave is an astral beacon.
So you'll notice when it's not there.
I am noticing a lot of things.
There's a
Am
lot
I
of things.
potentially able to see him across town at this point?
You do a scan around. You turn around, look back to where the parking lot is. You scan the astral plane, and you realize that you can see Mojave was here. You see the remainder of his astral signature.
The little trail.
Little trail. And then you look carefully. You let yourself forget the walls and really look into the plane around you, seeking Mojave. And you get a ping. You see off in the distance a pillar, a beacon, one that you know very well, but it's not close by. It's not here, and it's not in the parking lot.
He went quite a ways.
He left.
Not to the parking lots. Not to. I don't even think went back to little hideout.
Her like hands stop moving because she was helping Midori get ready, and she gets this like icy feeling in her fingers as the fear kind of claws its way through her stomach, because she's like, what do you mean? Like their whole thing was that he would lay low in this city, and so she's like, what the fuck, where is he? Did someone take him? Like, so you can easily read the
So
panic on her
vaguely
face.
in that direction. I don't know how far, and he'll vaguely point
If
and
you'll
leave the
allow
rest
me-
to you.
If you'll allow me, Softy. I'm very entrenched in the matrix of Vegas. just a blueprint of the city. What's vaguely in that direction? That's been pointed out to me.
Fuck it. I want to make you roll for that. There ain't no way you don't have a blueprint of this fight. There ain't no way you don't have a city
Right.
map. There ain't no way.
I for sure do. For sure. Yeah. The minute we got here.
You check your map and you kind of get like where Cloudy was pointing to. Now the astral physical plane don't always align perfectly, but general direction pretty fucking close. And he got a damn good at sensing, so he can get very much. All right, where in the real ass world am I? So you two look over the map. Mm-hmm. You two look through it. You find a zone where he's probably at.
Okay.
It is within that specific radius of Papa Musa. It's just in the radius, but it is there. It is somewhere on a cross street, maybe, of a couple hotels and casinos. You see,
but none of them are like Vice's hotel, right?
No. This is all
Okay.
like close to Papa Musa's restaurant.
So
or club.
in his gotcha.
Yes, and you'll see that most likely it is like one of three. There's 3 big buildings he could have gone to. If he went to a big building, he could also just be up on the street. But close by is the Crimson Keep, just hotel, the High Roller. That's not a building. The High Roller observation wheel. That's what they're called when they're like that. Think giant Ferris wheel, and you can drink while you're on. It's great.
Crazy.
And then the Golden Wing. Yeah, Golden Wing Casino hotel and casino.
Mm-hmm.
And the Golden Wing does tick in your brain. And I'll let you do a computer to search. Easy.
6.
It is. It is. That's owned by. That's owned by the Falcons. Not just owned by the Falcons. That's where the server was that you broke into. That's the Falcon Casino. That's at the center of their damn territory.
I think before the words even can come out, I think Cloudy can see on her face where Mojave ended up, and that he was not supposed to go there, at least not by himself. So her face goes from fear and general paranoia to dread. There's this brief instance where she almost stops breathing, and she's gripping the table in front of her, and her knuckles go white, and she manages to get out. He's at the Golden Wing. He's at his brother's casino.
Oh, fucking hell.
What was he thinking?
To fucking get it over with, oh, Jesus Christ. I don't fucking know. I'm going after him.
If
Finn. Proper whistle.
I think this is a moment where she is torn because she wants to stay here and see Midori win his fight. And she wants to go and save her friend from something that could be horrific, but
you're fine.
I want to hear nothing from you. I think she says, you can't go alone. She goes over to Liam.
Whistles again.
Well, yes, but
Uh,
she's like, there's mages in that building because she saw a technomancer and she knows that the brother's a mage, so she knows that like there's fucking people in there. So she goes to Liam, who I don't know how deep he is in his phone call.
It doesn't seem like the phone call like is actually anything, so he's probably not on the phone anymore.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, the jail hung up on you. It's after hours.
Yeah. I think he dropped the bit. He's like, all right, well, someone knows I tried.
Yeah. I think she like she for the first time, I think ever, she is looking him directly in the eyes as she comes like beelining it through the crowd, definitely using her like physical, like her snake form to an advantage. It comes beelining towards him and grabs him by like the wrist. Her face is nothing but sheer terror and panic. And the words kind of tumble out, but she very quickly says, Mojave left to go to his brother. Cloudy is going to go and possibly save him from who knows what. I don't know why he would fucking go there, but I need you to go with Cloudy so that you can help him, just in case things get fucking weird. They've got a technomancer, they definitely have mages, but they don't have someone like you. So can you please go do that? I will collect your money.
The entire time that is being belt fed, like the eyebrows just like slowly are going up and up and up. They're like past the hairline now.
Yeah.
Oh shit. He did it?
What do you mean he did it?
He just fucking went?
He left. He just decided to fucking go and not tell anybody anything.
Oh shit. Well.
Please go with Cloudy.
Yes. Yes. Obviously. Yes.
She like very quickly, almost like last minute before you head off, grabs Mojave's hat off of her head and like shoves it in your chest, and in this way of like, it could be pure paranoia, it could be based in a truth, but she is like, he's going to need his hat, and it's like her way of trying to like cling to hope that he won't die or won't be like severely injured. So yeah.
Liam doesn't even register or comment back on like the I'll get your money. Like he made that in a long weekend having fun. Whatever, we're in Vegas, he just sprints off to where Cloudy is. Hey, how the fuck? My bike? What are we flying? What's faster?
Let's
You're
stay
a whole
conspicuous.
fucking wizard, so I don't know. Oh yeah, okay, the bike.
Bike.
I will also have let Jay know what was going on and that him and I are going to stay for this fight, but the other two are going to handle shit. And I have communications with the other two, so if things go bad, someone can send me a message. I know where they are and I can find them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Jay is up to date as well as what's going on.
So, Cloudy and Anxiety. I assume you all are headed to the outside and trying to figure out how you're going to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Cloudy, Finn completely manifests. And immediately, he does this nudging push motion on your hand, and he starts walking towards the Amphibious. And he sits outside of it. Kind of right outside the side door. Like where Mojave was when he was down.
Follow after him real quick. Like go up to the side of the van, right?
Yes. And he like kind of pushes against the door. Like he does not have hands.
Open up the door.
And Mojave, what do they find? Mojave, are you muted?
Yeah. Yeah, no, where he had been lying, where he'd left his body, his bag is just sitting there neatly, his little notebook that he keeps set on top of it, flipped open to a page that's blank except for a single line of hastily scrawled cursive. Stepped out for some fresh air. Be back soon.
Oh, he got right.
Mother fucker. Close the book, shove it back
Already-
in the bag,
Already
throw
wheeling
it
the
over
bike
my
out of
own
the van.
head. Yep.
Finn then proceeds, like, he nuzzles the book and, like, kind of sniffs around like a dog, and then he kind of, like, preps himself in, like, the correct cardinal direction, and he is ready to go.
All right, Finn. Keep us quiet. And basically tell him to use the what power did I give him? What was that one? Shit, where did I stick it? Damn it, I can't remember where I stuck his little sheet. No, I stuck it in. Yes, that's where I stuck it. Okay. So the concealment power. So basically just less likely to be noticed. Just period. 6 dice.
Alright.
And hop on the thing and just go. Drive.
So, you are driving off on the motorcycle?
Yeah.
Nice. So, yeah, Finn basically astrally kind of starts, just links on, just follows the motorcycle. You are speeding through Vegas right now, heading towards the direction. Now, it's not that far away physically. Clearly, Mojave walked there. But it is at least a decent amount. But it's, you managed to go by, you know, the Golden Wing Casino, and we are going to slide to the interior of the Golden Wing. Into the interrogation room. Oscar orders Marshall out of the room. The door shuts. Mojave, you are alone with Oscar. He reaches forward and dispels the chains. He still stays about good 10 feet from you.
Yeah, I think first thing I do is just undo the rest of them buttons, shrug off that shirt, just the white tank top beneath, scars, fully just scars on display. Those crisscrossed forearms, the jagged, stripe along his throat, those patches of pale, stripped off skin on his shoulders where tattoos were carved off his corpse. Faces can be faked, but Mojave wants Oscar to know.
He looks over your body as you show it. Now, you either a really good fake, or this is some kind of fucked up joke. Even though and by the way, he says that, but you can see on his face, he doesn't really believe what he's saying. But he definitely seems afraid to believe what he wants to.
Mm-hmm. There's just sort of the kind of rueful smile, bit of a nod. Or third option. Could be for real.
For real, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck you. Well, you're not getting out of here. Because if you are fake, this is possibly one of the most insulting things I've ever had someone do to me. And if you're not, well, I don't want to risk some spirit or something coming back to hurt anybody.
I just want to talk, Oz. Just want to talk. If you decide to shoot me here, I'm not going to lift a finger to stop you. But hear me out first.
He's quiet. and angry, but hearing you say Oz, it kind of twists in him. It looks painful for him. Fuck it. Sure. What the fuck do you gotta say to me?
I want to tell you I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Oscar. There's no good explanation. Not really. I just lost myself back then, you know? Want to do right by the family. Wanted to make Dad proud. You know how he was. Don't think he really looked at me till I got big enough to hit back. And I don't know. Not about to pretend I was ever a saint. I'm not trying to excuse what I did. But if only for peace of mind, I want you to understand. I was terrified, Oscar. Back then. Whatever they did to me. You know, it hurt worse than dying. Whole spine was shot with white hot wire, and every nerve in my body was made of broken glass. And the whole time, for however many days, I remember Robert's guys laughing about it, joking back and forth about the message it would send when big bad Ollie Falcone turned up as a chip head in some 2-bit bun parlor down along the Twilight. You remember? I finally got out of the hospital. How many nights did you get up for a glass of water and find me camped in the living room with a gun in my hand because I thought I heard footsteps and was sure it was all going to happen again? I'm so sorry, Oscar. I thought she was one of them. I was out of my mind. I'd already bought into Dad's garbage. And what happened in that warehouse just made me worse. So when I overheard you and Maya talking and I realized what she could do, I really thought you were in danger. The fact that you've been with a technomancer for so long and you never told me that you could let someone who could do that sleep under our roof after what the Verentes did to me. I didn't know the difference. I thought I was watching it happen to you. She screwed with your brain the same way they tried to screw up mine. I was scared. I thought I'd lost you. I thought you were already gone. Of course, now, looking back, you know. Yeah, I was violent. I was unstable. I talked just like our dad. Of course, you never told me about her. You were smart. I was spiraling. Anyway, I don't expect to be forgiven, Oscar, but I want you to know I'm sorry. Everything I did, everything I said, and everything I made you do. That's the first thing. I want you to know, Oz, none of it was ever your fault.
Oscar, as he's listening, Oscar's face cannot hold his angry expression. There was so much in what you said. You watched his face twist from anger into fear into this pain. He cannot hold it. His eyes are clearly watering. He's backed so far away from you, he's against the door. Hey, no one was supposed to know the shit that went on in that house. I don't. This is. I cut your fucking head off, Ollie. I did that myself. I helped put you in the fucking dirt.
You did the right thing.
Don't say that. Maya says that. Do you know how
true.
long? No, this can't. You can't. This can't be happening. It's been 3 years.
Yeah.
I lost my brother in that warehouse. And I buried a fucking stranger in the desert. And now you come here and you say sorry. If this is a fucking joke, this is the sickest shit I've ever heard. There were people. If I find out which one of my fucking boys.
You and me, Oz. You and me. We were 17. Finally getting our teeth in the family business for real. We was ambitious. We was hungry. We had everything to prove. And when we found that rat Fink Vinny trying to skim off the top, we went to confront him, get a few answers. Thought we'd do something good. We thought we'd make Dad proud. But we didn't have a plan. We were young, we were stupid, and Vinny wouldn't sing. I got impatient and pulled a gun and forced him into the trunk of his own tank car. I remember we argued our whole way out into the desert. You wanted hard evidence so the family would believe us. I said he'd never talk and it'd be our word against his. I tried to shoot him, and you tried to stop me. You pulled on my arm as I pulled the trigger, and I hit him in the gut instead of the head. Guns above did he scream, bleeding absolutely everywhere. So you pulled a gun, and you did him a mercy, and we left his body to the buzzards and swore to never tell a soul. It's me, Oz. I'm back. I'm changed, but it's me.
Ollie?
It's me, Oz.
Ollie. He starts leaning away from the wall and he walks towards you and he puts out a hand. And at this point, tears are streaming down his face. His hand reaches out and he puts a hand on your face. It's a little forceful, but it's almost like he was expecting it to just go through you.
Mm-hmm.
And when it stops, all of the tears start pouring out of Oscar. You have your memories back. Oscar was just as cold and hard, just maybe a little less. But when it came to his family, he was always a sap. Oscar just starts crying.
I feel on that hand he's got on my face. Whether I'm pulling myself to him or him to me, I don't know, but that arm is being pulled and I'm giving this man a hug.
He falls into the hug and he's just crying. Ollie, Ollie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry what I did. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I made you do it, Oz. You're right. You were right. You were right.
I say he cries for a few moments and then he pulls away a little bit, just looking at you in the eyes. How are you here?
I don't got a good answer, Us. It's a long it's a long story. I don't fully understand. You can call it a miracle if you want, but there's some strange magic out there in the Mojave. I can tell you. Yeah. You buried Oliver Falcone, but then a man with his face woke up in that desert with a lot of scars and no memory. But it all started coming back, and eventually he remembered he's me. I was dead, and now I'm not. Take a good look at my aura. So I'm a spirit as much as a man now.
You can see his eyes light up in a familiar golden color that a lot of the mages in your family actually share. And you know he's looking at your aura, he's sensing you. And it's like he's doing it through tears, and the closer he looks, it just starts again. And he just falls back into that crying as he holds on to you.
Yeah, Mojave, tears by now. Like, yeah.
I would say it's a very heavy, a very emotional moment. And we are actually going to leave the brothers in their moment and back out to the outside where Cloudy and Anxiety have completely pulled up outside of the hotel Golden Wing. Cloudy, you have been watching Mojave's aura, that beacon, this whole time. And when you pull up, magic in this building skyrockets suddenly. You just see this intense amount of magic occur. It's only for a few moments, but it is pure aura. It is a manifestation of something. Can you roll me a sensing?
If I'm not blinded by the goddamn light. I am not blinded by the goddamn light.
It is perfectly enough. It is one of the most jumbled auras you have ever seen. It is pain, it is sorrow, it is some joy, it is every human emotion at once, and it is bright and vicious. And as the light fades down, as the emotion swell seems to gently. After our little break, after our very emotional first half, we will pick up with Anxiety and Cloudy outside of the Golden Wing Hotel and Casino. You have Cloudy, you've just witnessed this massive aura just irradiate out of this building, and it is slowly coming down. It is still there, but it's still pretty strong. But it is coming down.
I guess the first question will be, do I recognize it?
Part of it.
So it's more than one.
Yes. This very clearly is a mixture of a couple auras, but specifically the big bright ones. One is Mojave. The other, the only way you can describe it is like mirror universe Mojave. Like, it's so similar, but it's not the same.
They're like was getting ready to freaking go to freaking do this. Oh, that's a big old emotional spike. Oh, that flooded the entire goddamn building. Uh,
What happens?
but they're alive?
Who's they?
The two goddamn twins.
Oh, that's
All
good.
right. Let's hope so.
I turn the bike off, put the helmet, kind of hang it off one handlebar, put the cowboy hat back on because I'm a dipshit.
Yeah, no, this is
So
slightly less urgent than I thought, I think.
do
Are
we
you
just
br-
wait to pick him up outside, or do you want to go in?
No, we're going in.
Casino.
We're going in.
Okay.
Are
All
you
right.
bringing Mojave's hat in with you?
I'm bringing the
Uh,
entire goddamn bag.
Yeah. So do you want to?
Would like to remind you, you know what I keep in there.
Yes. Copious amounts of drugs.
And
Yeah.
a gun. 2 guns.
Yeah,
To a mob-owned casino.
I've got a gun too. We're going in.
There will be nothing wrong with what's about to happen. So, you two enter into the Golden Wing Casino. It is tasteful yet opulent. Definitely a lot of gold accenting, warm browns. I guess as I best way put it, it's almost sun-like imagery everywhere. A lot of rays, a lot of, almost Art Deco style things. There is a massive semicircle front desk with this huge waterfall piece behind her. And she sat there. She's not hiding it very well, but she absolutely looks like she's been having a night. She seems a bit like hand on her chest. She's like looking at her computer screen absently, having a moment. But other than her, there's not really anyone else in the lobby.
So what the fuck are we doing? What's the plan?
I'll walk up to the receptionist. Hello there. Is it possible to speak to Mr. Falcone?
As you kind of like stepped up, she's immediately straightens herself, professionalism, and she smiles. You speak before she can really ask you anything, like before she can do her spiel. But the minute you say Mr. Falcone, you watch the light die from her eyes, and she just gently goes, "Oh, you wish to see Mr. Falcone? Do you have a appointment?"
No, but I believe he's speaking to someone currently that would be best not to speak alone with currently. Or if possible.
She nods at you. Of course. Can you both take a seat for a moment? She kind of points you over to a pair of couches. I assume. Do you guys go sit down?
Go ahead and we'll sit down for a moment.
Both of you roll me perception.
Sure. 5.
1.
Cloudy, you are satisfied with that thing. You sit down, you see her. She grabs her little phone, pulls it up. Anxiety, you watch as one hand grabs the phone, the other goes well under her desk, like under and forward. She is clearly hitting something under the desk. Possibly it's a silent alarm.
Oh, she definitely just hit a silent alarm on us.
She then, she's talking on the phone to somebody, kind of like looking over at you two, and you hear a ding. The elevator closest to you, one of the guest elevators, opens up, and 6 fully tuxed men, one of them with what can only be described as a bandolier of potions, come walking in like double file out of this elevator and are beelining it to you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not like running or anything, but I will just kind of look over at the receptionist, just kind of disappointed. Like, really?
You could have said no. We would have just left.
She's already getting under her desk.
Oh my god, what do they think we're going to do?
Hands up.
Yeah, same. Like,
Like-
hey guys, no one told us no. No one.
The 6 gentlemen come up, kind of move. They're not aggressively grabbing you or anything, but they kind of move to gently, I would say, surround you, but technically you can still run backward out of the casino if you wanted to. So it almost seems more like they're just intimidating. But one man steps forward, hands behind his back, kind of glower on his face. Dear God, let me be using that word right.
I think you are. That sounds right.
I know glowering.
Angry, just kind of
glowering.
Glowering, yeah.
He kind of pulls a hand. The best way to describe this man is think with Agent 47.
Mm-hmm.
He pulls his one hand out in front of him, kind of offers it forward in a almost, I guess, greeting gesture. Gentlemen, the fuck can I help you with?
Are any of you magically sensitive?
Turns to the man with all the potions and another man next to him.
Did you happen to feel the massive swell of a massive goddamn aura sweep through the entire goddamn building?
They both pause. They look over at the man. Huh? Now, why the hell would you care about that? That's our business.
One of those was our friend, and we were hoping to make sure nothing devolved into any further chaos. That's all we're here for, to make sure nothing goes bad for our friend or, well, anyone here. If you want us to leave, we can leave. But that's what we came here for.
Roll con.
Big sharky smile. Trying to look innocent.
Roll con.
Any modifiers?
With disadvantage.
The disadvantage. No modifiers on this one.
Okay.
You flash the shark smile. Everyone goes.
I'm going to spend an edge real quick. Goodbye, edge. Hello. Hello.
Oh
Let's
my
try
God.
that again.
Oh.
Yeah, because that was yeah, let's not do that. A
Ooh.
3.
They just start killing both of us.
Oh,
Just start
I
airing it
mean-
out.
okay.
Falcons are elves.
They might be.
Oh my god, hold up. Yeah, these guys elves. Oh shit.
Heads or tails?
The one that gets me shot.
Just-
I mean,
Heads or
okay,
tails, alright.
heads
Do it,
or
you
tails
fucking coward.
aside,
Do it, you fucking coward.
Oscar's an elf. Dad was an elf. Put a lot of stock in elves.
Yeah, that's not what I'm flipping a coin for.
Oh, heads then. For where I'll get shot.
All right. Two of the gentlemen. Just kidding. Yeah, two of the gentlemen on the other side. Not the so you got the Magic Boys. You got main man over here, another guy to his side, and then there's kind of two other dudes closer to the door, kind of starting to do that circle in maneuver. Those two are both elves, and they both kind of get a good look at anxiety, and both of them just suddenly give kind of a weird side eye. Looking at each other, looking at anxiety, looks at Cloudy. Main man in charge over here kind of takes into what you've said, thinks about what his night has been. Clearly just, doing big thinking. You know what? Come with me. And he
Both of
walks
us.
both of you, please.
Okay.
And they basically pull a full surround of you. And there are already people like hands on taser, hands on gun, hands on whatever the fuck that potion is. Like, they're not pulling them, but you move wrong, there's a good shot they're dropping you. But they walk you over around a corner to a service entrance, a service elevator. They go in. The big man, he pulls a key, hits the B3, takes you down. You go to B3, doors open, and you get a cold breeze instantly, and you see an area that seems somewhat like a cold storage. It's not like there's doors on the back wall that look like those. No, they're insulated. They have the hook on it, so those are clearly like walk-in freezers. But this area is just cold, so there's like a decent chill in the air here. They kind of walk you in here, and he gives an order of, "Hey, both of you, just stay right here real quick."
Sure.
And
Mhm.
he starts walking back to the elevator. He points to the two elven dudes who had been given anxiety kind of looks before. You, stay here. Make sure they don't go anywhere. They both look at like him and go, but boss, okay. The four of the men head back in. The two stand by the elevator's entrance, crossed arms, look towards you, and
So do
the
you,
elevator shuts.
You boys get stock options or?
So,
So,
yes. What's your all store down here? Anything good?
it's a fucking hotel. It's cold
Uh-huh.
storage for the kitchen.
What's your favorite thing? What's your favorite thing on the menu?
Both of them just look like. Well, one of them looks confused, looks to the other, and then the other dude just kind of paused, goes, "Oh, that's gotta be the lemon meringue pie." He gets immediately smacked in the arm, like, "Dumbass! What? What? Am I not allowed to talk?"
Yeah, the guy talk.
I mean, lemon meringues are pretty good. I might need to go ahead and grab a slice sometime later. Like, they don't store any of that down here, did they?
Oh, well, I mean, and another smack
Ooh.
from the first dude.
Ooh,
And-
can we grab a? Oh my god.
Anxiety, if I'm correct, you know Spirithel, correct?
Yes.
They begin to speak in Spirithel. And it's very short, very curt, and it's just order of, "Dumbass, don't fucking talk to them. We're watching them. They're bad guys." What do you mean they're bad guys?
Also speaking as Pethril. Hey, just asking you about pie. How bad could we be?
Both of them jolt upright and look to you,
Talk to a fucking elf.
and they pause, they look over at Cloudy.
Also an elf that has no idea what the fuck they're saying.
Kind of.
Shrug.
And the guy had kind of been doing the smack and like trying to keep everything quiet. He's like, yeah, there's pie down here. It's in one of the fucking back freezers.
We like get one.
No, that's
We'd have
hotel
to, we'd have to
property.
pay for it. Yeah, no.
I'll pay for it. I've got New Yen. What the fuck?
We can't just let you like.
Oh, you go get the pie. I'll sit on my hands. What do you think we're going to do? We've
I don't
been
know.
nothing but super cool guys.
You walked in here and started asking for our boss right after some crazy dude came in screaming that he was fucking someone. Who the fuck was it?
His long lost twin brother.
Yo,
It's a fucking
what?
pie. It's a fucking pie. Calm down. All right. If you don't want any pie, just say so.
That's
What's
not
your
the,
what's your guys' health insurance like? Is it good?
the serious one. Kind of pause. And goes, kinda.
Okay.
Part of the family.
Oh, sure. Sure. I'm sure they take care of their own. Makes sense. That's nice.
And it's about that point that the elevator doors open. And Mojave, you are a floor below them. You have just had your rather emotional. You and your brother are still very, very emotional after everything that was said and talked about. And before Oscar can really ask you anything else, the door gets knocked on. And a man comes in, and Oscar spins around with like legitimate anger at the interruption. Also being seen by his men, well, bawling his eyes out. They have a very quick, very curt conversation where Marshall basically says, boss, two dudes showed up talking about how their friend came by earlier to see you. And he like looks around Oscar to Ollie.
Pained exasperation.
And Oscar like goes, who the fuck? He turns to you. We're not we're not done with this conversation, Ollie.
We're not done here.
But who the fuck is upstairs?
I didn't tell him I was coming. Guess my friends got concerned.
You got friends you didn't even tell me about? I guess we would kind of. You got friends?
Ollie's got friends now.
I got friends.
When have you ever had friends?
What kind of question's that?
You know exactly what that question is. You remember the Vinny story. You remember.
Friends, collaborators. I got business here in town. We got to talk about that. They're worried about me.
All right.
They're worried about me.
All right. Marshall, they don't come down here. But don't hurt them. Put them somewhere safe till
They
I
don't mean
finish
no harm.
my conversation. And then I'll talk to him. Marshall's kind of like, no, it's like, all right, boss.
Pained exasperation, dragging his hand down his face, and like, they were not supposed to come here.
I mean, that's kind of what happens when you have friends and not just workers. They don't really ever do what you tell them.
just a shrug of like, ah.
It's kind of like having a brother.
Well,
All right.
they had their own stuff to do.
All right. I am compartmentalizing the fact that you just crawled your ass out of the fucking desert. Still working on that.
Yeah, out of the desert and out of the grave. It's a lot.
Did you just come out of the desert to say sorry? Not that that's a problem.
No, you're right. It's what I wanted to say to you. But I do got business here in Vegas. There's more of a reason I came back.
More of a reason than just coming home, but
Say coming home, Oz. Last real conversation we had ended up.
yeah. I remember. I never let myself forget what I said.
I don't blame you for anything. You did what you had to do. I was hurting people and you stopped me hurting more of them. But, nah. I'm not just showing my face. I'm Vegas is in trouble, Oz.
In what way?
I'd preface this by saying it's gonna sound nuts, but it's coming out of my mouth. So grain of salt.
Officially, this evening has just been nuts. That's that's just been what this evening is.
Yeah, get used to it. All right, listen. You know the biodome, right?
He pauses.
There's a
Oh, yeah. Could
Yeah.
use some money.
Listen, Oscar. There's a reason the thing keeps failing. The past 3 years. You know, ever since I crawled my way out of the grave, been hanging around LA. I learned a thing or two about medicine, set myself up as a street doc. It is a long story. Anyway, I fell in with a group of shadow runners, right? And we've been chasing the kind of folk who make the Varentess look like Girl Scouts. I'm talking the kind of folk who harvest up kids and turn the lucky ones into monsters like I used to be. And the biodome is part of it. That scientist you're funding, Richter, the one with her name up on the billboard next to yours. I don't know how much you know about her, Oz.
She's a
Folks call her-
botanist.
Yeah, on the books, just like you're a philanthropist. They call her Bloody Mary. She's an Aztec-trained blood mage who hands out HMHVV like it's frickin' candy. She's working with a free spirit who... I've seen things, Oz. It's bad. You hear about how LA got flooded? That disaster had nothing natural about it, and LA was only the warm-up. Best we can figure, Biodome is a hatchery cooking up a red tide of bloodworms, and they're gonna be hungry when they pop. They're gonna turn Vegas into the next Chicago if they get their way. I've talked to Vice, I've talked to Musa. Both of them are up in arms fighting this thing.
Mentioning those two, I'll just give real quick. His eyes like excessively wide when you mentioned both of them, specifically Vice.
Yeah, face to face, turns out there was a spark of magic in me after all. Point is, what I'm saying, you was always a better man than me, Az. I want you to know the truth of what's going on here. Take the story I'm telling you, fact check it as much as you can. I want you to know beyond doubt, right? Because I trust you. I know firsthand that you're willing to make the hard choices and do the right thing. But that biodome is trouble. I'm here to deal with it. And the business reason I came back, beyond just saying I'm sorry, I need to be able to walk the streets without having this face of mine getting me shot. I don't know what you told the boys about everything that went down back then, but I know you got power in this city. I know you got strings you can pull. If you can do more to help us, I'd be grateful. There's a lot at stake here. But if nothing else, I'm here to ask. I doubt Vegas has forgotten me. I need to be able to show my face.
No one can forget you. Trust me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna. Alright, back to the compartmentalizing. Oh, and Maya's better at this than I am. So, what you're telling me is that, alright, A, that you met with Vice and Papa Musa. Like, you mean the literal spirits of Vegas.
Yep.
And then you're telling me that Sandra Richter, a fucking botanist I met at a charity event, is a someone named Bloody Mary who once worked for Az Technology. I didn't
Yep.
even know she was from Adslan.
I told you it was nuts. You want nuttier? Couple months back, I made soup for the LA Bay.
You know, I'm kind of glad that you made me look at your aura and you said all the things you did before, because if you'd said any of this first, I think I may have just shot.
And I wouldn't have blamed you for it, Oz. I know how it sounds, I know how it looks, but I'm serious. I need your boys to know I'm not here to make trouble. I need the Varentess to know gunning me down in the streets more trouble than it's worth. I need to be able to do this job and make sure the city don't get wiped the heck out. There's enough blood on my hands already, Oz, and I'm trying to do something right for once.
Okay. That's a lot. That's a
know.
lot. I guess borderline. God damn it, I can't get that money back.
Don't gotta give her no more.
I don't intend to it. That was like a one-time thing. Fucking now I'm questioning. I'm really questioning that event I went to. All right, that's a lot. That's for me to worry about, I suppose. I told everyone you're dead.
I was.
Everyone in this city thinks you're dead. The Baron Test think you're dead. Then again, they also think Robbie's dead.
What happened to him?
Don't. You were out of it. We gave him to the Serranos when they left.
Yeah, I remember waking up for that bit.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening now, but all I remember is the fuck was that one's name? What was his name? Fucking like Michael? Miguel? It might have been Michael.
Yeah.
I don't remember. He said he won't die. It'll be worse. And hell, I wasn't too fussed on saying sure after what had almost happened. It's not like I can do any of this shit overnight, and I do think it's you. But you understand my reservations about just trusting you. Right, Ollie?
I do. I do.
I'll say that you will be able to leave without getting shot. I can state that I'm not going to have any of my boys shoot you on sight. I don't even think they were looking for you. I can't do shit about the Varentess. They're fucking dumbasses.
Of course.
And ever since they started working with fucking Vice, they got a whole fucking stick up their ass, think they're gonna get away with everything.
That is the other reason I wanted to talk to you. You know, me being alive and all. I knew it'd make things real complicated for you. Figured you ought to hear on the horse's mouth, rather than find out secondhand.
I guess, yeah. Was it you? Maya's fucking files got busted into, a very expensive black ice program got shut down. Had to reboot the whole fucking sucker. I don't even want to talk about how expensive that was. Was that you?
My pals are real good at what they do.
Oh, fucking apparently. That was one of the best black ices on the market. Like, that thing is killed before.
There's just that sort of that slight smile. He's like, yeah, no, my pals are good at what they do.
It's a
So now
technomancer.
would probably be a good plan to say, hey, Finn, could you go check on my buddy real quick? Nice and quiet, nice and quiet.
Little sneaky shark down the fucking elevator shaft. Sure, we can say Finn is doing sneaky shark down the elevator shaft.
But yeah, no, that was me. That was my pals. Cause wasn't kidding us. Woke up a blank slate. I had to start from scratch, you know. Relearn how to walk, how to talk. Didn't know much of anything. Didn't remember who I was, what I'd done, didn't remember you. And I wanted to make sure before we had this conversation, I wanted to make sure you were the person I thought you were.
Was it the... Did they know? Did you remember the recording, or was that a happy accident?
Call it a happy accident.
There's only about a handful of people who heard that thing. The 10 who were in the elevator that night. Marshall, one of them, obviously.
Yeah, he seemed real spooked. I don't blame him.
I needed... I don't know.
No, I get you. I get it, Oz. You had to make sure you could trust your guys. You had to make sure things was done right.
He grabs his arm, like kind of upper bicep, and looks over to you. Like specifically to like one of the areas your tattoos have been removed from. And it's nothing is said. But it's, you remember that
Oh, yeah.
on his shoulder is
nodding.
a matching tattoo.
Well,
Or would have been.
yep.
He kind of nods. Look, I will. I gotta talk to the 10. Most of them are under me now, like high up under me. So they all still listen to the Dawn, but we've
And
changed some things a little bit.
I don't doubt it. I'll tell you, Oz, I'm not the man I was. I like to think I'm a better one. Starting from scratch, really, Doc, who found me in the desert, taught me everything. All of it. Taught me a trade. Helped me be a person again. I've spent every day of my life since trying to pay it forward and help others the way she helped me. I haven't taken a life since you took mine.
You haven't? You've been running with Shadowrunners, though.
Yeah. You ever bring a granola bar to a gunfight, Oz?
Can I check your aura again? You my fucking brother. Because so far, you sounded like someone I actually would want to introduce to Annie. By the way, your niece was born.
Yeah.
Turns out, no mage, no techno stuff. Just a healthy baby girl.
That's where he has to sob, just pause to sob and just wipe his face, and just hearing that is quite obviously affecting him.
Seems she got the no magic part of the family.
I'm glad she's okay. I'm glad
You know,
it all worked out.
Maya has hazel eyes, and I got green, but we know our family. She actually has brown eyes. She reminds me of you a lot, actually. I know this isn't probably helping in nothing, but
No, it's I'm glad. Like I said, I don't expect you to forgive me for everything that happened. I don't expect you to trust me coming back out of the blue like this, but I really hope that someday, you and me can get to the point where you feel good about letting me meet her.
well, it's gonna take a while for me. Just I want to
Yeah.
believe. I really do. And I do, but it's hard. And then Maya never knew you before. You know that. So she only ever
Yeah.
saw you at your worst. And then when you got worse.
Yeah.
We'll see. No. I'll help you out. I'll help you and your friends out in some ways.
I mean,
But I can't bend everything.
strings you can pull be a heck of a help.
I only got a couple. Maybe I can find Richter.
Hey. That's something.
I mean, she's my collaborator, so can't see why she
Speaking of-
wouldn't answer a call.
If you get us good pull strings, get us access to that biodome at some point. Be real helpful.
I think I can. How about come with me? And he kind of gets up. He's kind of been like in a Slav squat for a little bit, and he stands up. And I assume you will collect your shirt and your jacket.
Yeah. No, those things get shrugged back on. Don't bother to button it. Don't bother. Yeah, no. But they're on. I'm taking them with me. I'm not leaving them behind. I only own a few of the shirts. Like,
Oh yeah.
I've only got the one jacket.
Oscar kind of turns. He knocks in a very specific pattern, and you actually remember this. He never changed it. This was an old pattern where it's literally just, hey, it's someone who's meant to be opening the door, so don't punch who's ever coming through it. He does that, pulls it open. Marshall kind of stands to the side, and as Oscar's walking out, you see in his back pocket, kind of pushed in like in his suit pants, is a set of gloves with the fingers still kind of out, and you can see along the knuckle part there are little what look like brass or iron caps, and you know that these are the best way to put them is they act similarly to like knuckle dusters or something. It's just they're much more sleek and easy to hide because they do just look like gloves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you remember that this was something Oscar was very well versed in. Even if he was nicer than you, he was still a mob boss.
Oh, of course.
Like he was an enforcer for a good part of his life. But he leads you out. The men all follow you. Goes to the service elevator again. Key flicks, and you go one floor up. And now we can converge. Anxiety or Cloudy. As the doors open, you see that tall gentleman from before. He walks in, sidesteps, and then coming around the corner, for a moment, you got to do a bit of a double take. Because you think it's Mojave. And then, in the dim light, you kind of realize, no,
That
that's
man's wearing
not.
a suit.
A, suit. B,
Yeah.
that man has green eyes. Hold on, who the fuck?
Mhm.
And then following close behind him,
Slouching in his shadow.
slouching in his shadow, is Mojave. Seemingly, though his shirt is open, jacket's a little bit mussed, unharmed. Maybe a little bit more scruffy as he has been crying. Then again, it does appear
I'm
that
always scruffy.
true. Face is wet. And it also appears that who you assume is Oscar Falcone has also been crying. Though he has very much wiped most of it away.
Okay.
Hey. Now, who the fuck are you two? Coming into my
Go
hotel.
ahead. Take off the bag. Take the hat out of it. Hold it out towards Mojave.
Step forward, take the hat, stick it on my head.
Hand
No,
him the
we're-
bag.
Y'all weren't supposed to follow me.
You weren't
supposed to leave,
supposed to go
asshole.
alone.
You didn't
Shrugs.
fucking tell them?
I told you that already. I
Oh,
didn't
cow.
tell him.
I'll see that shrug and raise it with an even more dramatic shrug.
Alright. In some ways, Ollie, you really never did change. Some ways.
I was gonna say. You and
No,
I
let's-
both know that ain't true.
Meanwhile, Morningstar is having a fucking panic
Yeah.
attack.
Meanwhile, back at the BattleBots facility, Morningstar is
fuck-
having a fucking conniption fit.
I'm having a panic attack while also trying to be encouraging to my son and my friend as they're about to go into battle. And I'm thinking of all the ways that I'm going to pull the Falcone family apart brick by brick if something happens to Mojave or Anxiety or Cloudy. She's like fully, she's this in the stands. Her mind is doing things.
Yeah, no, in the exasperation, y'all weren't supposed to follow me. There's the 2 + 2 is 4. Okay, these two. I am so gonna get yelled at when I get back.
So,
Well, meet my pals. Oscar.
would these
Aye.
pals like to fully introduce themselves? Obviously, I'm Oscar Falcone.
And they're Shadowrunners. That's up to them.
I don't need the full real last name. I have paid Shadowrunners before. They exist in Vegas, Ollie.
You think I don't know that?
Cloudy will go ahead and walk on up. Cloudburst. But Jacob Wilkins on everything official.
You know what? Good cover name. Though I really you don't look like a Jacob, but we'll go with it. But for right now, what is it? Bursty? Cloudy? How the fuck you want me to shorten that shit? I ain't saying the whole damn thing.
Cloudy's fun.
Cloudy. Alright, perfect.
What?
Nice. You!
Bursty? You are Oscar Mayer? You know what his fucking name is.
Leans over to Mojave. You sure this one's your friend?
Yep.
Because once you kind of said that,
knows.
when you
Nothing
said
about
that,
his name.
uh,
Nothing about his name was confusing. All right, come on, guy.
as you're saying this to Oscar, he's not really like moving. He's kind of just like looking at you, kind of just a little bit like, huh, all right. But at least 4 guys behind him have grabbed their guns. Because you are currently insulting a mob boss.
Yeah.
Those guys are treated to a very cold look.
It's the big toothy shark grin. I'll step up, stick my hand out to shake.
He has a moment.
Anxiety.
That's definitely what them teeth are fucking giving me, but sure. Alright. You, Wait a minute. You an Umbro elf, ain't you?
Sure am.
Holy shit. No offense, actually. I don't care. I just been getting a lot of stories that apparently they got fucking executed in Tirtangang.
Yes, it was pretty shitty, but you know.
I'm very sorry you had to
That's-
deal with that. You will not have that problem in Vegas, I promise.
Yeah, no, everyone's there's a lot of monster fuckers around. It's been good.
Oh, no, absolutely. You should see what happens
It's been
when
good.
some of my
Yeah.
fucking troll workers go out. It's
Oh, sure.
impressive. Like 3 times as many as the others.
Honestly, my cup runneth over.
I like you. You're cool. All right.
Thanks. All right.
You, and points to Cloudy, you seem like you know what you're doing with your job. I like the official thing. All right, fine. All right, Ollie, decent friends. I assume, since I can see both of them like this, neither one of these are the one that spooked the shit out of Maya.
Nope.
Well, at least you're not running around with just mages.
Nah. As I said, I went for a walk. It was busy. Assume they probably still are.
Well. Is there
Meanwhile, Morningstar is currently
no
collecting-
one? No one
I'm
has
sorry.
mentioned.
No
No one
one's
has
messaged me.
called her. No one's
No.
I am
messaged
not
her.
calling out while being watched like a
Yeah,
goddamn
I'm not
hawk.
reaching
Am
for
I
my
crazy?
fucking phone.
Listen,
Yeah, also there are
here-
known technomancers in the area. Like,
Here,
I mean,
I just
we
want you to
have-
know what
we have
Morningstar is
some-
currently doing. Okay,
We have subvocal mics. You can kind of hear what we're doing, right?
I don't know if it stays within range that far. I don't know. What I do know is this:
Its range is
Um,
pretty long.
I mean, Mojave walked here, so I figured you've just been like peeking in.
oh, see, I didn't know that it.
Like if there's like any signal
Okay.
jammers or anything, that's one thing, and they wouldn't.
Okay.
But if
You know what?
that's not the case,
So it's
Oh.
up to you then,
Oh
Softy.
no! You would have heard
Kinda-
every single thing up until they went into the basement. The last thing you heard was Anxiety and Cloudy being led into the basement by 6 angry armed guards.
well,
Anxiety
ain't that
fully,
just a joy?
anxiety fully talking shit the whole way to the elevator.
Fucking Jay is like doing an epic battle, I'm assuming, right? And she is going, the fucking idiot is running his mouth. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. And until it cuts out, and then she like her heart stops. That's when she goes into, if any of them are dead, harmed, or anything that is not to my liking, the whole Falco family is gonna fucking burn. And I think at that point she's probably like, she's gained access as far as the information, like their bank accounts. Like she's like, I'm about to fuck them up if I don't see my 3 friends when they get back. You know what I mean? Like she's
Roll
not
me
having it.
hacking. Roll me hacking.
Okay. Okay.
You said it. You're panicking. I want hacking. I want to see what happens.
I got a 3. I got 3. All them dice, and for what?
Or what?
Not that
ooh.
I'm gonna do anything with it just yet.
No.
It's more so
But-
like,
The
you know.
point is, you were in the system,
Mhm.
and now I get to roll something for fun.
cool. I'm in whatever systems. You know what I mean? Like it's.
You are the
The int-
system.
Oh yeah,
You
no.
are the
The intent is like, if I do not see every hair in place, my 3 fucking friends, if they're not breathing, like her intent is to go probably full Loki Sun and just kill everyone. You know what I mean? Like because the paranoia is so high, the fear, the you know,
What do you
the
say?
worry, all that shit.
Would you say that Liam is giving you anxiety?
I fucking hate you so fucking much. Yes, you fucking menace.
All right, thank you so much.
She's so upset. She's so upset. Oh my
Fucking
god.
menacing.
I hate
Also,
this.
I have
Uh-huh.
I've done a little fun in games while these conversations were going on.
Mhm.
The winner of that bout that's not yours.
Mm.
So if you win the next one, would be your opponent.
Okay.
Was where are you?
Excuse me.
Striptease.
Hey.
Striptease
Nice.
won.
Nice.
And your next bout is versus Unstable Bime Gang's Axeman. Oh dear. So
He's got an axe to grind.
he's got an axe to grind and he's pissed. All right. So what we're gonna do now?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say everyone who's at the Golden Wig, you are going to be ushered out of the basement because, dear God, it's cold in there. Oscar is keeping probably a lot of professionalism as he is in front of his boys and two people he does not know. So he's being very professional, even if he was just having an emotional moment. Any even minor sensing look, yeah, his aura is a fucking mess. He is in turmoil right now.
Yep.
But you all will exit the elevator and make your way up. And you will now be back within range if you would like to say anything over subvocal. But I will say that Morningstar, auditorily, you're gonna get your signal back and you will be hearing. Alright, now, all you gotta do, so what you do is please, just don't try to come
Yeah.
in and ask for me anymore. That's fucking weird.
Well, we don't have to anymore.
I suppose
Look,
now.
honestly, your dipshit brother is the reason for all of this. We wouldn't have had to. But that said, probably won't happen again, right?
Most certainly won't need to.
You have no fear, do you?
Of what?
Anything.
I watched my entire community get executed when I was a child. I grew up surrounded by gangs that wanted to kill me because I looked a little different. You have a nice suit. It's not much.
Shit. You know what? That's pretty badass.
I mean, if someone's gonna kill me, they're gonna fucking kill me, right? I may as well deserve it.
I did tell you,
Morningstar
my pals are really
Simul-
good at what they do.
Morningstar simultaneously is livid and is like, that is the hottest thing I've ever heard, but she's so fucking mad. Do you know what I mean? Like, she is like so fucking furious. She hears Ali or Mojave and it's like, I'm gonna fucking kill him. Like,
Oh.
she's so fucking She's
Oh.
so fucking mad. She is furious. She's furious with all of them, and she's like, she lets go of the the bank account numbers. But everything in her body is like, now she's planning their murder. She's like, I'm going to kill them all. But yeah, she doesn't say anything now that she can hear them. She just keeps her mouth shut.
Alright. Okay, so this was not a night that I was expecting to have. I don't mind having a conversation, Ali. But as it stands right now, I'd like to have that conversation on my own terms, not in my fucking casino.
Yeah.
Okay?
Which is why we told you not to come here on your own. So we can set it up.
And if we would have tried to set it up through any other channel, you think you would have believed me?
Why did
Fucking
he believe
knows.
you? And would it have been different in a less tense situation?
Yeah. It'd have been different.
Well,
All right.
I mean,
If you say so. But
yeah.
all's well that ends well. Here's my comm number. Them and comlinks don't work all that well.
Oh
Eh.
shit!
Um,
Start
He was
patting
nev-
myself down. Maybe one of the
Eh,
dark horse business cards. There
he
you go.
was never. Takes it as he goes. He was never that good with tech. Is this a fucking? He looks at you. What the fuck?
I'm crushing it here. Just be fine. I am demolishing the local
Real
economy. You
Good
wouldn't
at what
believe
they
it.
do.
He
Yeah.
looks it just faces like so confused. He is utterly just flabbergasted.
I have no bones.
but he will also realize that said number matches the same one that I just
Literally.
given him.
Literally.
Softy. Quick
Yes.
question: are there any TVs or monitors or anything like that?
There are now. What you want to do?
I think now would be a dramatically appropriate time for one of those myriad of Dark Horse commercials to play.
Hell yeah.
Suddenly, on two large screens in the lobby area on either side, you hear the music, something familiar, and the Dark Horse streaming service commercial comes up in the middle of the lobby of the fucking Golden Wing.
And it is a bad bitch commercial.
It is a bad bitch commercial, very well, and it's timed perfectly with the "I have no bones." Oscar looks, pauses, looks at Mojave.
See, that's the other reason I wanted to come by myself. My pals ain't too great at keeping a low profile.
I'm beautiful. I'm sorry.
Oscar leans over to you, Mojave, like leans really close. I have all the faith in the world in my beautiful wife. I love her more than anything. You keep that motherfucker away from my wife. You hear me?
Just massaging temples, pinching bridge of nose.
Holy shit.
Hell, you keep that motherfucker away from me, all right?
I'll smolder at him.
Stop it.
I need to call my wife. I need to call my wife immediately.
Hey, three to the south. You guys can share.
That's crazy. Stop.
All right, that's it. I got your number.
Yep.
This is a big night.
Yep, nope.
You get the
Already
fuck.
starting to drag
Get
it
out of my
down.
casino. Get the fuck out of
Alright.
my casino.
Okay. I apologize for my outburst. It probably will happen again.
All
Uh,
of it. Yes.
And that-
Oh, I was just curious because the hotel we did our performance at, that was between a Verantess and a Falcone, like kind of thing, right?
There was the Verantesses.
Oh,
Was that
okay.
price?
I thought one of the people getting married was Verantess, one of the people getting married was Falcone.
No, they are nowhere near that Romeo and Juliet shit yet.
Okay, then never mind. Never mind.
They are
Yes,
two
it is.
steps from an all-out gang war.
Mm-hmm.
No, I will say for your memory, the wedding possibly appeared to be between a Verantess and someone very related to Vice.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, Oscar pauses before he sends you out. Mojave leans and goes, "It's
Yeah. Actually, like before there's the moment of like, hey, you two mind waiting a minute? I'd like another minute with like
Oh, sure.
gesturing.
Well, now that we know you're not being like tortured to death or something crazy, sure. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
mind waiting outside as long as you need.
I appreciate the concern, but I'm fine. Really.
Oh, and where the hell did Finn run off to? Another big old whistle. Striking out the
Finn
hotel.
comes slamming out of the regular elevator. Like, demanifest, full manifest out of the wall, walking around, tongue lolled out like a puppy. He may have gotten a bit distracted, was just having a great time in the air vents.
Yeah, I've you know how I made soup for the LA? But yeah, we also ended up playing tag with a shark.
What the fuck is going on in LA?
Nothing
A
now.
whole bunch. Something that would probably be good to talk about.
That was the sound
Yeah.
of Finn coming out of the air vent.
Yeah, sorry.
Come on, anxiety, before you seduce the entire goddamn casino.
Oh, okay. Do we have to leave or can I hit the bar? Because my commercial just played. I can get his business tonight.
Look back towards the mob boss.
He, like, looks over Mojave's shoulder and then just shakes his head.
All right, let's get. Okay.
Yep.
let's
Yeah,
get-
the eyes
all right,
could
yeah,
not
yeah,
be
yeah.
rolled any
Yeah,
harder
yeah,
right now.
Yeah. Let's go.
Out
Like,
we
they
go.
both the brothers roll their eyes in exactly the same motion. Like, for one moment, it is even more obvious that they are twins.
See, they just bonded. We helped. Let's go.
They bonded. We helped. This was a good plan.
Anime version of Morningstar is fuming in the stands, you know, just the little fucking waves of
The
rage.
little hash mark on their forehead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Full on cooked
Menacing
egg on her
kanji
forehead.
drifting off of them. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Midori is stealing a lug nut for some reason in the background.
Love.
Mojave, what were you going to say to your brother again?
Oh, Mojave just, wants another minute where they're not gonna be, like, overheard by everybody. Talk about stuff.
Oh yeah, he sends his boys away. You're stood. You're in the lobby, but like no one is near you.
Yeah, there's the moment. Even so, there's the moment where Mojave gets close to sort of make sure that, like, nobody overhears. This is just, I got one more thing for you, Oz.
What's that?
Gesture of good faith. Just be careful. There's another gang's moving into town. They're aiming to stop the Red Tide, but a lot of them don't got much love for the name Falcone. I'm talking technomancers. I'm talking people who fled the Twilight Horizon event. Dangerous folk who pretty much run LA. Name Loki something mean anything to you? Good people, as far as it goes. I've seen them do good things.
His eyes kind of go a little wide. They're leaving LA?
Yeah, after the flood. They was right there with me on the front lines, digging people out of the rubble. But
Are you
Coming
telling
here.
me that on the edge of a fucking gang war that I've been holding off for the last like fucking 3 years, you're telling me that the fucking Loki sons are coming in?
it's exactly what I'm telling you. Got about 2 weeks. We got a common enemy to start, but they're moving in, and once this is over, they're gonna want to stay.
So are you telling me this information so I can do something violent or something peaceful?
Peaceful, preferably.
Okay.
I'm telling you, so's nobody else gets hurt.
Okay.
I know how tense things are. I know how tense things have been, and I know this could shift the balance of power. And I don't want this erupting.
Look, can you at least give me like a person I should try to talk to? Like, obviously, if the gang's coming in, which fucking one of them? Even I know that the Loki Sun's got 3 bosses. I've met like 2.
I don't know if I'm at liberty to say. It's a complicated situation.
Come on, Ollie. Give me a fucking anything. You can't just leave me with just, it's the Loki Sons. That's a big gang.
I know. But I want to make sure. I want to keep people safe.
Are they coming to Vegas, like, to stay?
You think if they get a foothold here, they're ever gonna leave?
No. It's fucking Vegas. It's one of the best money-making cities on the fucking West Coast.
Yeah.
Other than LA, and LA just got hit by a fucking flood.
They're coming in to stop this mess with the biodome. They're coming in to sort out this thing with the spirits. I just want you to know.
Can you at least... Alright, you don't gotta tell me anything else. Just, when they get here, can you give me, like, a heads up that they're now in the city?
Yeah. I can tell you this much too. You can talk to me. I got my own strings I can pull. Got people I can talk to. They ain't shot me in the head yet.
I need so much time to work through everything that's just happened. I gotta go home, and I gotta go hug my wife and my daughter, and I don't know. When I'm ready to talk again, I'm gonna call you friend, alright? But until then, I need space.
Yeah. That's why I'm telling you all this now. And one last thing on that personal note. I was a blank slate. Things started trickling back. He was one of the earlier things. And even before much. I missed you.
He kind of, like, he jolts for a minute, hearing it.
Yeah, it's clear, like, he's keeping it together, because I'm about to leave here, but, it's brimming up, man, it's brimming up.
He's trying to keep himself together because his boys are, like, on the other side of this lobby, fully able to see him. So you hear him take a big, deep breath, and he reaches his hand out, and he cups your shoulder, and holds it there for a moment. I missed you too, Ollie. I know it's gonna take me a while, but I missed you a lot.
No word, just kind of a nod. He sort of pulls his hat down over his face, turns to sort of, I'll see you around.
I'll see you. He's doing his best. He's doing his best to not cry again. He and as you walk away, he's like doing that thing. Like he grabs his suit coat and he straightens it out, and he's like forcing it all down, trying to make himself calm in front of the boys.
Yeah, as I'm walking out, the shirt's being rebuttoned as far as it'll go. What's Marshall kind of broke it.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, you know what we forgot? Key lime pie.
I thought it was lemon meringue.
Lemon meringue? Shit.
Pie. You forgot the pie.
This is the
forgot the
conversation I walk back in on.
Oh
You
yeah.
forgot the pie.
Basically.
And in the background, you just hear Oscar going, "Hey, I don't fucking pay it, a lollygag. Get the fuck out. Go back to your fucking posts." And he walks back up towards the elevators, assumingly going somewhere inside the casino. You all are free to say anything to Morningstar? Make your way back to BattleBots?
How you doing, Molly? You good?
Yeah. I'm doing all right.
All right. Well, I need you to understand. At the moment we get back, a 20-foot-long anaconda is going to beat the balls off of you. Now,
Grins.
how you want to handle that is up to you entirely. But I will not help you.
Don't expect you to.
Because I don't think it'll go very far. I think she just needs to get it out and then you'll be fine. Do you want to go back? What do you want to do?
What kind of question is that?
I don't know what you want to fucking do.
No, we're
It's a very direct question.
sort of like wiping his face, rubbing his eyes. No, we're going back. I took care of my business.
Okay. But if you wanted to go get some ice cream or something, like we could.
At that, you guys hear the comms click off. She shuts the comms off.
Yeah, and that moment of like it's kind of hard to tell whether it's a laugh or a sob. His hand is over his eyes either way. His hat is low over his face.
Yeah, like you've been through a lot. If you whatever you want to do, we'll go do.
We're heading back. You
Okay.
know what? I wouldn't mind getting some ice cream.
Sure. Stop on the way by. A quick question, guys. So I'm sitting on my bike with barely room for a second person. There's three of us. It's within walking distance, right?
Yeah, it's in walking distance. I can walk back, get this one back to Scales before they have an aneurysm.
The
Y'all didn't
comms
to
have
come.
clicked off. Like, you who have them, you realize there's no comms happening in the comms, okay?
Y'all didn't have to come after me, but I do.
Yes, we
appreciate
fucking
you tried.
did.
I
Sure.
had it under control.
Didn't know that.
I knew. Let's go.
Sure. Have fun.
Rage noises from the stage.
So as
Couple
they,
of weirdo cowboys on a motorbike.
oh yeah, a couple
Literally.
weirdo cowboys on a motorbike. Cloudy's on his way back. Finn is invisible but walking with you. So
Could just be a dog just trotting along. Not the first time.
true. So as they make their way back, Morningstar, you're in the stands.
Mm.
And it is time for your fight in the second round. Mojave will get beaten up, but will Midori get his ass beaten? So
Midori has plot armor.
Yes, he better have plot armor.
that's what
Because
you
you-
think.
Because
I'm
you know who
knocking
doesn't?
on wood for ya.
You know who doesn't have plot armor? Softy. So fun.
This is just to let everyone know. No one has plot armor, not even me.
I know where you live.
Same.
It'll be fine.
Oh. Jason. Bangers and Nash is called into the pit. So you are look at you. So, I can't
It's
breathe.
him jacking in.
It's him jacking. Oh, that's you jacking in. Perfect.
I just took a sip of my drink and I nearly spit it out.
Woo, there is only 4% alcohol in this drink I'm drinking, but apparently it's way too much. Bro, you are now faced with Dear God, if it would stay on my fucking screen. Why do I do this?
This is the same day, right?
Yep.
Yes. Why it will not stay on my screen, I don't know. So you are going up against Unstable Mime Gang's Axeman. And you have witnessed Axeman's horrifying display.
Mm-hmm.
It does not come into battle with its teeth unexposed. That is not a surprise anymore. Everyone has seen it. They're just out there. And they are running better than ever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got its big old axe, and it's just doing donuts in preparation. What are you gonna have Bangers and Nash do? What are you gonna have Midori and the Lynx do?
Crawl around like a spider.
Are you gonna have Midori get out and do that, or just the Lynx itself?
I think Midori's gonna stay secure in the cockpit, and I think the Lynx will like show off its agility a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Do the crab walk.
Yeah, it'll do. You know what? It'll do a little like crab walk shuffle dance
Hey.
and play It's Hammer Time. Da-na-na-na.
So you start hammer timing in the fucking background.
Yes.
And like the crab, the Lynx walker is like doing like a little shuffle.
Yeah. He's dancing.
I feel like that's beautiful. So, you got that, you got your little, you're posturing up and down, up and I can't talk.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, Midori, I assume, gets back into the Lynx. The Axeman is set to go. And all of a sudden, band cuts out, all the lights go down, the whole warehouse is quiet. Power's out. People suddenly just be like, what the fuck? And over the loudspeaker, you hear in a pissy little teenage type voice almost. It's an adult man, but anger. This party's fucking over. Fuck all y'all. And then all the lights come back up. And both the bots in the middle are currently in EMP nets that turn on. And standing in the middle with a gun in his hand is that captain, that Verintest captain from the Princes. At least half the crowd suddenly starts pulling guns. All of them. Clearly Verintest. People are starting to scream. People are blocking doors. They have decided that they are going to take this place. They're just pissed. And you see as this man pulls out what is, I'm going to say is something not unakin to like an AK. Pulls it over and puts it against the door that blocks Midori into the Lynx. And he looks at Jason and says, "You give me over that fucker talking about my mom was. You hear me? You give me that goddamn dumbass. Or I'm gonna blow your fucking robot's brains out. I'm gonna destroy this thing. You hear me?"
Oh, dude, that's all you want? Like, you didn't have to do this whole show. He'd love to meet you.
That's my stepson.
In fact, can I like just queue up on the big screens the like Dark West commercial?
That sounds in the background.
Oh my god.
You really gonna make me do this? You're gonna make me do this? You're gonna make me do this. Bucket.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like while the commercials play, it's like, yeah, dude, if you don't want to call, like, I can introduce you face to face, not a problem.
Jason. No,
Softly.
you're not. You're not gonna see it coming.
Softy.
I'm not. I
Roll.
We're
got a
gonna
pretty
walk
good-
in, and y'all just started a gang war.
Roll
I got a
soak.
pretty good reaction.
Softy, I have a question.
Nuske, Jason,
Yeah.
roll soak.
Soak, how do I do that?
I never had to. What do I
Go
do?
find your armor,
Softy.
Okay.
and hopefully we set your armor up correctly. Let me go check.
I got an armored jacket. It says armor 12, cap 12, whatever that means.
Yeah, generally speaking, I think as long as we set it up correctly, you should be able to click on armor jacket, and it should roll it. Hopefully.
I can't click it.
Well, if I'm not wrong, I think you do just roll the armor in dice.
So I roll 12 dice?
Yeah, because I don't remember. Oh wait, no, yeah. 'Cause there's a
Oh,
there.
I didn't set it up in the armor section.
Ah, that explains it. Well,
Well, the default is armored jacket. Is that the same?
yes, that's exactly what you have.
Okay, well, let me just copy this over, I guess.
Here is something I have never shot Jason before this one moment. Remember when I,
I mean,
said
he
that
did
no
get him
one
to
has
walk in
plot
front of the
armor?
Bullet.
Did it roll? Oh, wait, I hit this button. Do I add any modifiers or no?
No. Okay, let me do it. Yep. Okay. God. You are going to take 6 boxes of physical as you are shot in the back.
Oh, okay. Let's see. And what happens when all the boxes of physical are filled?
Go into overflow. So you have to make sure you count it. If
Yeah, well,
whatever
I was
you-
already at half health from last week. Oh, I guess a month ago.
What?
Yeah, because remember I was hot simmed in. So when the mech took damage, I took
Right,
physical damage.
you took damage too.
Yeah.
How much
hold the
damage did
fuck
you
on.
have?
No, hold the fuck on.
No, wait, weren't you healed?
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
definitely healed.
Oh, was I healed?
They
Oh.
healed you.
Or-
They healed you.
Or if you weren't, 100% fucking would have been, because Jesus Christ, we weren't gonna let you literally just be bleeding
No,
all over the
I
fucking
just-
floor.
Okay.
man.
I
my-
remember that you were healed because I think I stayed just long enough to make sure Cloudy had it before I slipped out and did the dumb.
Okay, my bad. So
No,
then,
it's-
so if I was fresh, then I guess it would be
it
one,
was
two.
6.
okay. So now I'm at almost dead, but not quite.
Softy, I have a question.
Yes, what would you like?
They took our weapons at the door, right?
Yes.
Okay. And
Yes,
this
they-
net is
Uh,
is what?
The net is what is basically an EMP net. So it is a large metallic net that has a generator on it that basically just constant electric current and can completely fry or at least keep down any major electronic it's around. It literally is made to catch drones out of the sky.
Yeah. Can I hear Midori?
Mother, help me.
Okay, Softy. That was a low blow.
So
I'm dying.
I'm
a horrible person.
Okay, so
I'm about to kill a
Good to
man by accident.
good to know. Good to know.
I mean, that's probably as much as he gets out before the. Well, eventually
before
the
he's knocked out
insulation.
by the thing.
Yeah, the insulation is not going to last forever.
Yeah, eventually he gets out. So I think if anything, Morningstar tells him to go to sleep. It's probably something that he's an intelligent being, so he's able to sort of assess what the situation is. And she, says, I'm going to get you, but go to sleep. Like basically telling him to power down so he doesn't experience pain.
Powers down.
And I turn my comms on and I'm essentially feeding them similar to what I did with T. I'm feeding them what's happening. And so you guys are seeing through my eyes. You watch Jay get shot, and my body is moving forward as his body is falling. And I get a good look at the guy who shot him.
I
And
would like
that's
you
that.
to do perception for me real quick.
Okay.
Because you're getting a good look at the guy who shot. In fact, anyone who can see through the screen can also look.
Tis a 4.
Live streaming, right? Basically.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
We
Alright.
see that with like sub vocals.
I'm
if you
feeding
got
it to
like
your phone.
Oh,
well, sending to your phones, potentially contacts and or like glasses if you got them.
Your
So
helmet
you-
probably should have something.
okay.
Yeah. So you're seeing it. You're seeing everything as like my body's moving forward. Like you see it all.
I'll
We're just
start
at
to
the
speed.
ice cream place, just like getting shakes for everybody, and just news comes in.
Oh! Jay got shot. Get him an extra one.
Cloudy's walking straight there.
Oh,
Well, yo,
shit.
if I get there first, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Yeah, no.
Get on, get on, get on!
Button.
Yeah, I'm going towards Jay. You tell me if I can do this, Softy, because I'll be passing the EMP thing. I am going to that ability that I have to touch electronics and do shit
Yes.
with them.
Just create a
right?
connection.
So I'm coming forward towards Jay's body, but I am a 20-foot long snake. So does this thing I can do, does it have to be my hands, or could I use my tail to
Skin link just is skin contact, far as I was aware.
beautiful? So my tail is going to wrap around the EMP thing and shut it off.
The EMP nets and the two bots are inside of the arena.
Yeah,
You
I'm
would
going
have-
towards Jay's body.
Yeah, but Jay's on the outside.
Right on the outside, right? Like right on the edge
Yeah.
there? Okay. Okay.
I'd say, like,
Okay.
basically, you
Mhm.
could get to Jay, but you'd have to go
Mhm.
past him. Like, more of your body would have to go forward. So it's your front
Mhm.
side would probably be the better option to get close enough to the net to shut it off. But you're also putting
Okay.
yourself right next to Big Man with a gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, the perception.
Okay. Mhm.
Yeah, you're coming towards where he is. You can see this. Once you're close enough, and the lights have come back up, and you're not in utter what the fuck moment.
Mhm.
There's
I can
some-
see in the dark.
Yeah, right? Oh shit, yeah, you can.
Yeah,
There
I have
is
actual eyes.
there's something wrong with this man. Not normal. He's a dumbass or a jackass. There's something else wrong. It's his face. His face doesn't look right. You can't place it. But, like, this man's face isn't right. And you look around. Like, as you're running, you look around, you realize some of the people pulling out weapons were, like, management staff. A couple others seem to be other competitors. Mostly losers. And then one of them was Terry. The dude that Jay had that long conversation with. The man who shot Jay is the ticket taker. None of these people all match. It's not all members of this captain's team.
Have I ever heard or seen anything like this before?
Am
I-
No.
I mean, I'm seeing an AR, right? Like, because I'm almost constantly within it.
Yeah.
Is there anything coming up for me as far as that goes?
There is. There
Okay.
is a the host you are in is being cut off. Like the host itself is starting to cut off from the rest of the Matrix. Whatever happened, hey, this should be multiple people. There's no fucking way one hacker's doing this at all. So multiple people are doing this, and they are ripping the connection points off the Matrix. This host is going to come crashing down.
I am sending out, while I still have it, I am sending out like emergency fucking SOS shit to the technomancers I know. I know 404 is nowhere near here yet, but I don't know what's going to happen. So I send that out. I send it even to Falcone's wife because I've had contact with her. So I could like recognize her signature type of thing. I send out an SOS.
You can absolutely slide it out where she's going to find it.
Mm-hmm. The same for that guy that found me, the
Boar's Head.
Technomancer. Him, yes, Boar's Head. I sent out there too. I think that if that's the case, as I'm drawing nearer, I think like part of me, oh God, this is crazy. But I like my bottom half, I guess, sort of wraps protectively around Jay. And my upper half is going towards the arena. And I imagine as the cords are being ripped out, the connection of my live is glitching out. But I keep my eyes on this guy with the gun so that the others remember his face. With the warning that something's not right with how he looks. Multiple assailants, I guess is the word. And just any final clues that I can give to them because I don't know what's going to happen before all connection is lost.
Oh, yeah.
It's like rapid fire shit. And if I can manage it without getting shot, I'm going to touch this EMP with some part of my body to save my son and the Lynx.
All right. Before you can do that, outside, Mojave and Anxiety stopped for ice cream, so they were a bit delayed. So, about the time that Cloudy comes running up with Finn, is also about the time that Anxiety's motorcycle comes screeching to a halt in the parking lot. It's also about the time that all Matrix connection is cut, and all the feed goes dead. You will see that all around the outside. Roll a sensing for me. You'll be able to see it no matter what, but I just want to see if you'll get any extras.
Everybody? Or...
Everybody who's there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on high alert.
You are all able to see it. This place has an aura around it, and that is just red. It's just gross and red. It feels slimy to look at it. You can see that crawling along the walls, long and thin, but very much moving, appear to be little red snakes.
Astrally, can I see the people inside?
Yes.
With
And
that
about-
roll,
Yeah, about half of them, they're infected.
okay.
it's in them.
And this infection, does it seem to be magical in origin from this? Like,
Yes, they literally they have worms in their spine.
okay. In their spine?
In their spine.
Okay.
There, I will also give that with the 5 and the 3. You'll be able to see this. Somewhere in the building, there is a very, very bright origin point of this aura. Seemingly, that is where it's coming from. Like, there's something inside that is stretching out to encompass the building. And that is where we're going to leave off for this week.
Steady stream of swears and Sparethiel?
Yep, that's fair enough. Multiple curse words. So, thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for playing. This is probably my last game, as I'm fairly certain my entire player base is going to murder me. I'm sorry. I flipped a coin to decide. Also, Jason, I'm really glad if you're not dead.
Become a tech ghost yet.
You can't become a tech ghost yet. I promise I'd bring you back with cyborg body.
Yeah.
So,
And if I get shot in the head, I can't become a tech ghost.
oh shit, yeah, we gotta keep his head safe. We gotta keep the brain alive. So, oh my goodness. So, this is the first time back in a bunch of weeks, and I feel I have committed simultaneously things I'm proud of and crimes. So, we are gonna go in order of the first one to get the shovel. The first one, the first thing of dirt. Morningstar, who are you and why do you exist?
I don't know anymore. Oh God. Hi everyone. You can find me all over the internet as the Risa Rave. Listen, who I am and what my purpose is has been lost to the wind. I, however, do TTRPGs here on Table of Horrors. Currently as a Morningstar on Shadowrun. But there are other games that are coming that you will see that I'm in as well. And then I am also part of Lanyap Gaming. Very, very soon we will be getting into the nitty gritty of filming, and you guys will be able to see the things that we come out with, and maybe perhaps you will see some familiar faces on there from here. You can find us on YouTube. All the links will tell you where to go, how to find people. And I do spicy stuff if you're into that sort of thing. And you can find that in my links as well. My brain cells right now. Thanks for watching, guys. That's the best I can do right now.
Oh my. Alright, so next bout of dirt on my fucking coffin. Mojave, who are you and why do you exist?
You think I'm throwing dirt on your coffin? I'm right there in the grave with you. You say there's things you're proud of and your crimes. Baby, I'm proud of my crimes. What are you talking about? Hi, I'm Daybreakathon. You can find me over on my own channel, Daybreakathon, where I stream whatever I want whenever I can. Zomboid is eating my brain yet again because I love that game and it's a very good time. I am also a fantasy author. I wrote those 2 books that Nuskavian is very kindly holding up for y'all to see. I worked very hard on them, and I would be very grateful if you check them out. I am also an artist. I did the character art for the characters who have art, and I take commissions if at any point you want me to do some art for you as well. Streaming, writing, art. I'm here doing things, and also other places doing similar things. And I think that's everything. I had a grand time playing today.
So, Next.
Only reason my dog doesn't say hi is because he's sleeping right now. But otherwise, yes, my dog says hi.
My God, he sleeps. The good boy. All right. Next.
Oh, now he comes over to say hi.
Haha. next bit of dirt on my coffin, probably with a little bit of a maybe a flower, maybe spit on me. I don't fucking know. Cloudburst. Who are you? Why do you exist?
Hello, everyone. You can find me in various places as Lord Verdon, as a furry creature somewhere. I don't tend to do all that much in places, but god fucking damn it, I am tempted to get my goddamn car because I know where you fucking live, Softy. I know, and I don't have an adorable puppy to say hi. It might soothe my temper. God.
Too many of my players live too close to me. I'm scared.
Yes.
The next one up, anxiety. Who are you and why do you exist? I think you're
be you,
probably eating
motherfucker.
popcorn on the side of my grave.
Yeah, basically. I mean, I'm just your accomplice here. I'm here to cause as much trauma as possible. I stream over at my own channel whenever I want. A lot of Zomboid. We've been doing Zomboid. It's been a good time. I'm on character 3. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. That's it, man.
Oh. Please go follow him. He's really fun.
Thank
Jason, who are you and why do you exist? The person who I think is honestly just sitting in the car.
I am Noskavian. I play in our vampire games, and I also play Jason on our Shadowrun game. And if Jason survives, I think he's gonna want to build himself some sort of like tea-inspired mech or something. You know, it's like he might only be 5 foot, but if he builds a mech, maybe he too can be 8 foot. And I've got friends who write books, such as our very own Daybreakathon, who's written Ward Breaker and Windswept. Check them out. Their books are available on Amazon. And I have a friend who's written Bloodlust of the Bloodletting Chronic series. And Solus has written Obelisk, the Long Dream of the Violet Stars, Part 1. So check out their books.
Oh, okay. And your soon to be deceased Cosmic GM, I am Softhanomicon. I here on Table of Horrors, I am second in command. I do run the Flood. I have another game that's currently being recorded. I'm working on back from hiatus, so we're gonna get to work on that. Is Return to Silence, which is Monster Hearts 2E. There's also another game that is on permanent hiatus until otherwise notice, but we do still have some of the videos up, which was Blood Price, which had some familiar faces on it. I have my own channel where I am now back to streaming once after my vacation. I am mostly an artist, but I'm going to start expanding a little bit into doing video editing and possibly some animation while I am working on my channel. I also do video games if my friends summon me. But sometimes I might game on my own. I don't know. We'll see. I have a Patreon where I'm making a coloring book known as the Periodic Table of Monsters. As I am an artist, I have commissions open. Prices are on my channel, as well as on my Twitter, because I will refuse to call it X till the day I die. That's all as I slowly type in the TOH, trying to make sure I didn't forget anything. I think we're good. There's the channels links. I have no brain today. I have been your scuff for today. Jesus Christ. We are gonna go raiding on. They changed the thing. Oh God, they've changed the thing. This is different. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, they've changed the fucking thing. I don't know how to click on anything now.
So
What a move.
Maybe today we don't do a raid
No,
until we figure out. how it
I
works.
found them.
Oh,
I
definitely.
found them. We're gonna raid Lost Caravan RPG.
Hey.
There we go. I knew I'd find someone I recognized. So we're gonna go raid Lost Caravan. They're Lancer. They're playing Lancer. I love Lancer.
Hey.
One of these days, I will run Lancer on this fucking channel. One of these days. But yes, we're gonna go raid them. Thank you all for joining us, and then go say hi to them and give follows and things. This sleepy elder god is gonna go back to sleep and try not to die. Good night, everybody. Wait, we can't say good night. The person I shot in the back.
Says the lie. Oh,
Jason, we cannot leave until you say the line. I shot you in the back. What do you got to say? to me?
Oh, yeah. If Jay survives, he's building a mech.
hey.
As in the past, you have seen with